Boom, baby, we're live. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, MLD. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 840. Listen, are we choppy or is it something going on my end on the computer? You know, I'm having an everlasting battle with technology. It's a little choppy over here. Let me just know, are we good? Because, you know, the perfectionist in me is like going insane. It's like really slow and choppy on my end, but you guys let me know. All 700,000 of you watching me live, or demand immediate feedback. Looks good on your end. All right. Well, looks like that's the only person who matters is you. Older woman tricks young man into supporting baby. Guys, this is just like, holy cow. This is such bad game on this young kid. And this is an episode about game and frame. So today's episode, we're going to talk about a viral TikTok right now where some Asian lady, I think her name is Maria Nguyen, and she's 30 years old, and she finessed this guy into thinking, oh yeah, just be the sperm donor, and then, you know, that's all I want from you. And then from there, what ended up happening was she got pregnant, allegedly by him. Turns out she was homie hopping and banging a bunch of dudes, and the kid who was supposed to be the sperm donor, it wasn't even his baby. This kid got taken to court, and he was paying her money and all of this crazy stuff. She's trying to do some damage control now, but yeah, exactly. Homie hopper, exactly. So we're going to talk about that, and it's going to be a lesson for you guys to see all of the red flags that this kid could have picked up on, and a very big breakdown on the entire situation. Guys, you have to please think with this head and this head only. I know as men, we have two heads, but this is the alpha. That is the beta. If you think with this, you're done. Next thing you know, you're living in a favela in Brazil, having sex with transgender men. And then you're like, this is okay because I'm listening to this guy, not this guy. Don't let the little guy run the show, because then you're going to be putting some big old tranny pee-pee in your mouth, and people are going to be making fun of you online for all of eternity. So I digress. Let's get going, because today's going to be a great episode.
Connection established.
Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something else to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
I am teaching you how to be strong. I am teaching you how to be powerful. So when bad things happen to you, you don't quit. Okay, because you don't know
how.
Because you don't know.
No, if I'm not going to explain to myself.
In normal conversation where people aren't sitting around and patronizing you because you're loud and obnoxious, and a lot of people don't want to confront you and tell you that. But I'll tell you that right now, young lady. You're very loud and obnoxious, and you're rude.
You wanted to blow it up and make me seem like something I'm not, and I didn't appreciate that. But that's okay. You can do what you want to do for your content.
Oh boy, somebody's triggered.
And
She's
you can do
triggered.
that. No, Adam sent me a clip.
You should want a woman that you can build with.
She can build me a sandwich.
My man,
It's common sense in every other country in the god world, but here you got to get out of god Venn diagram and be like, hey, don't post half-naked photos of yourself because you're going to attract predators. That's a great intro. I'd just like to thank everybody involved for watching that. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Welcome to Interview with the Man. I know it is Tuesday night for you guys. I lose track of the days. Yeah, it's Wednesday morning here in Tokyo. But hey, we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. Wake up. Talking to myself. I got some caffeine pills from Italy, and they were blue. They look like Blue Dream. You ever see that movie? What's that name movie with Denzel Washington? About the Frank, what's his name? You know, you seen the movie with the guy, you know, he was black in the movie. It was a good one. Was it Frank Lucas? What am I talking about? I think it was American Gangster. Oh yeah, Modern Wager. There you go, American Gangster. Yeah, dude, you got these caffeine pills because I bought them because one pill is 300 milligrams, and I took them, and I'm not feeling anything yet. So either I got scammed, or I'm probably gonna have a heart attack on stream in like 10 minutes. Anyways, Dr. B, can you do CPR, like digital CPR? Let me know. If I die, tell my mom I love her, and tell my haters, you know, fuck you. I'll see you in the afterlife. But that's pretty much it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, that's the guy, Brooklyn. The guy with the face. You know, he had a nose. He had some teeth. You know, he blinked a lot. God, I hope I'm not getting old. Oh man, I'm cooked. All right, well, listen, it's on you, Dr. B. If I die, I'm holding you responsible. I'm gonna come back as a ghost and haunt you. When you're like, you know, hanging out with all those hot babes, I'm gonna come in the middle of your little booty clapping session and be like, Dr. B, I'm dead because of you. No, I'm just joking. I'll probably just hold up a scorecard. 10. Good job. Keep going. Welcome to the show, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I am so happy to be alive and to do another show to help you guys. Guys, I want to say I've just been reading the comments. All 17 of you are just the greatest people alive. And, you know, I'm just in a very happy place to be serving and helping guys. Because you know what? I've been doing this. Sorry, can I go on a personal rant? You know, you guys like my rants, right? Well, at least the ones that watch like them. I'm just going to go on a small rant, and then we're going to do comment review. We're going to jump right into today's episode. So, man, oh man, I'm just loving watching all the frauds get busted one by one in this space. All the people that wear fake jewelry and sell Bobo watches and who are out here, you know, couch surfing on their fat white girl's sofa, and all these, you know, supposed millionaires being exposed. One by one, they will fall. Because what's so funny to me about scammers and people who get on the internet and lie is like, are you okay? Is everything functional up here? Do we need to send you to a neurologist and have, you know, a PET scan, an MRI, a CAT scan? Do we need to get a full, you know, wellness check on your mental well-being? Because like the internet is undefeated. You cannot, like, I am not stupid enough to think, oh, I could turn on the internet and lie and build up a persona to thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people and not get exposed. Like, that is peak narcissism. That is peak retardation, actual mental retardation. And these people do it. These people do it. I don't get it. That's right. You're a neurologist, right? Dr. B, you're a neurologist, if I remember correctly. That is like some seriously big brain shit, man. That was Watson, dude, having a bad time right now. Oh man, you are a neurologist, dude. I'm such a good friend. Am I? I'm like, I think I'm one of your best friends in your world, Dr. B. Oh, dude, like you say the word. He's like Beetlejuice. We're gonna be doing a lot of that today. Guys, when you lie, all you're doing is telling yourself you're not good enough. Okay, tell the truth and let the cards fall where they may, unless incarceration is on the line. Then consult your lawyer. Okay. But really, it is phenomenal to watch the scammers, because I take it personally as a guy who came from nothing. And like, because of stuff like this, like the whole reason I was really able to turn my entire dating life around was, honestly, thank God for this black man who had a YouTube channel called Player Supreme. And that guy saved me as a young man. And I remember being like just so mentally foggy and just so lost and so angry, and you feel so alone, and you're trying to figure your things out. And then like you feel insignificant. You feel like something's wrong with you because you're trying to feel things out, and you want to call somebody, but then you're like, oh, I don't want to call them because I don't want to bother them. And I don't want them to think I'm weak, and I don't want them to think I'm stupid and lonely and sad and not feeling good, you know. And to drag myself up from where I was to where I am, you know, it was 100% thanks to YouTube. It was not thanks to YouTube, but like, you know, thanks to the people on YouTube who made the content. And that guy was a man that really like took me under his arm and like digitally, and really changed my life. So when I see people out here scamming and lying to young men in the position that I used to be, this is why I think I'm one of the best men's coaches in the world, because I did it. You know, I have been broke. I have been, you know, frustrated with women. I have been unhappy in life. And I just knew that if I stayed where I was, nothing would change. And I knew that if I kept on taking action, no matter what, you got to believe. First and foremost, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in your ability to get out of your bad situation. And then two, you just have to wake up and be relentless. You have to be tenacious. Tenacity is one of my favorite words in the English language. You got to be tenacious and you'll get out. You will. But you have to, like, it is like every day you have to wake up and punch the wall. Your knuckles are going to bleed. Your bones are going to hurt. But you got to wake up and punch that same spot in that wall every day. And eventually that wall will break down. Okay. And so I just hope that I'm here as a beacon of light to you and a beacon of hope. You know, I thought it was funny the other day. Do you guys remember that white guy who called in? I believe his name was Richard. And he was the guy who had like the really good Asian girlfriend, and his mom didn't really approve of her. Yeah, his name was Richard. You know, good looking, nice white guy from California. And you know, when I just see you guys, you know, just pushing and you know, just doing your best to get out of your hell, that really just makes me feel so good. And it was funny because I don't think he like was trying to diss me. He's like, I could tell you're really passionate because, you know, you get on here and there's only, you know, 40, 50 people and you're still talking. I was like, I know. Don't remind me of the biggest problem in my life. I'm trying to avoid it. But you know, hey, it is what it is, man. Shout out to you, Mr. Duval Pinkney. That's a cool name. Are you in Duval County? Are you up in Jacksonville? That would be pretty funny if your mom named you after Duval County. Duval. Watch out for Justina Street if you're up there. But yeah, man, I'm just you know, I'm just like, you can tell I love to do this. I really just, this is my calling in life. I know it. All roads point back to YouTube and making this work. And, you know, hand on my heart, I promise you I'm going to figure this thing out, and good things are coming, and it's okay. You know, it's like life, you know, it's like a stock market. You have ups, you got downs, but as long as you're trending up, you know, sometimes You going to downswing. I think that 300 milligram caffeine pill is hitting me right now. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh God. Oh man, that's fucking that. Yeah, that's hitting me right now. Wow. Okay, Dr. B, call the ambulance. But yeah, I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful. And yesterday we had a banger. Yesterday was a 6-hour episode. If you have the time to watch that episode, it is a really good in-depth episode because it's an episode of hope, and it just lets you understand the real chances of understanding where you are and how to actually get ahead and solve your female dating problems and get out there, get a good woman, and move on, grow out of this space, which ideally you want to do. I got some long-term supporters who like to watch me just to stay sharp, and that's great too. Ideally I'd like to build the audience as large as possible and help as many people as possible, because there has just there has just been there's just a lot of people that need help. That's just the bottom line. So let's pop right in and get going with my my favorite part of the show, comment review. Let's do that, because we're going to jump into it right now. I personally love this part of the show. I read all of the comments because I'm just that dialed in, and I love the support. Okay. And yesterday's episode got 2,300 views. I am thrilled about it. We got 190 likes, only 3 dislikes. And I am so happy. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Let's read comment view. Mighty Zane, he says, the longest stream of the first quarter with nuggets of truth. That's 6 hours of truth. Thank you. MLD has been helping men for 10 years. Scott Galloway only read The Rational Male next week. Did he really read that? Where is MLD seat at the table? It's coming. It's coming. Sharky Hamilton, she says, hey, John, I'm a mother of 2 sons. My eldest just started school. The school was trying to say he had ADHD due to him being hyperactive and physical. Oh, that's terrible. They wanted me to pay $2,000 on an assessment to medicate him. No way. That's insane. Luckily, I didn't listen, and after 3 months, he just started to settle in. He stopped trying to run out of class and followed instructions more, and we have significantly increased his daily exercise and sports activity. It's so sad what's going on with the boys in, I guess she is supposed to say something else here. Thank you for watching, madam. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude, like, little boys are not defective just because they want to run around and be wild. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Dr. Mellons is in the house. She says, you're welcome. Was my idea. Actually, you were one of many people who brought it to my attention, but I do appreciate your support. If you would like to come on and talk, ideally in a tank top, let me know, for the cause. Terlonius always sending me those super chats. The coolest name ever. Thank you so much. Says, great stream, John. 86 The Matrix says, WMLD catching up, 6-hour stream. Let's effing go. I think you signed up. Did you become a super chatter or a member? He did. Shout out to you. He said he became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. And by the way, to get me part of this whole thing, to get out of this whole, algorithmic hell that I'm in, I do believe getting memberships is part of that, because YouTube keeps on sending me messages to like push memberships. And then, man, my homie, The Legal Mindset, last night was doing a live stream of 12,000 people. 12,000 people. Andrew from The Legal Mindset, an early graduate of the Masculine Empowerment Network, signed up, became friends with me in 2019 summer, and to this day we are friends. I'm so proud of him. I almost cry when I see his success, because I'm just so happy for him. He's such a good guy. He's such a good person, and he's doing the right thing. And because of him, Johnny Somali is going to be locked up for a long, long, long time. Shout out to my brother Sevi, and he says 3-hour replay gang. What up? What up? Thank you, Sevi. Daniel J. Hinge woman watches MLD. I hope not. Gynocentrism happens in the shadow of men's achievements. Carry on, my brothers. Zachary says, great episode. Since Diary CEO is so popular and good info is mixing with bad info, it's important to have a strong red pill lens to filter the bull. Thank you, MLD. Thank you so much. Baron Gaslight says, once again, MLD was right about everything. Well, I wish I was right about everything, but I'm not. But I'm usually more right than I am wrong, which is enough to get ahead in life. Marriage causes divorce. He's back, and he says the hypergamy with respect to the female prison guards mating or reproducing with these inmates relates to the good gene hypothesis. I don't think so. These guys aren't like gigantic gigachads. If you see them, they're like, 5'8", like Mexicans. It's not about that. It's game. It's game, guys. If you can tickle the woman's fancy by eliciting good feelings out of her, boom, you got game. It's that simple. Normally the inmate is a dominant alpha type or a Tyrone / Giga Chad. What's the Mexican? What's like the Latino Chad? Is he Enrique? What is he? Let me know. The female prison guard wants his babies because of his genetics. Maybe she sees potential in him too and wants any future economic resource. I don't know what kind of economic resources a man who has life in prison has, but fill me in. Only Tyler Paul, he's in the chat. He says, if you don't feel a sense of hope after watching this stream, then sadness and loneliness is a store for your future. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Sorry, this caffeine pill is about to like friggin' send me into the stratosphere. Brian Wick, I love your content, MLD, but 5 hours, we got to get that down to 20 minutes. And I replied to him and said, no. Mandingo, when a sex robot comes out that looks like Anna de Armas, I'm buying it. I was hooking up with a girl who looked like Anna de Armas from Romania. And I can tell you, it was awesome. Anna de Armas is so gorgeous. But she was like a Romanian blonde version of her. Thank you, Jesus, for her. Thank you for making her. Sorry, I didn't use a condom, God. Pro Special says, boom, baby. Jay Nels says there's absolutely zero ROI from drinking alcohol. That's a big facts. Guys, if you're after the age of 35, you should probably just hang up your drinking hat. Sharky Hamilton says, I really want to know about the Rolo beef. Please share. I have no beef with Rolo at all. Like, I don't deal with people who badmouth me behind my back. So, it's all good. Let him live. Let him get in those last few years of whatever he's trying to get in. If anyone can help you get past this shadow ban, it's the Hormozis. I agree. Blue Razor with the timestamp. Only Thought Paul says, can we get a Richard Cooper counter for when we all crack jokes on Pooper, Scooper, Cooper? No, because my computer would shut down and the whole world would blow up because we're just cracking jokes on that Joker the whole time. That feminized Will Smith is so cringe. Solid breakdown in the video. Thank you so much, Canuck, dude. MLD calling Scott G an alcoholic is the best thing since MLD, the body language breakdown of Mike Cernovich on crack in the Tate interview. Oh, man, that was pretty sad, bro. I don't know what he was on. If it wasn't for Mike Cernovich, we wouldn't be here, guys, because he shared a book that I read that helped me build this entire business. P.S. Professor G lost $300K betting on Kamala Harris on Kalshi. Thanks for the free money, Boomer. Anybody who bet on Kamala is like, okay, we got to go. Where's retard tracking system? Can we expose that guy? Let me know. EDR, if you can't go out and get sex consistently without paying it, you shouldn't watch porn. Facts. The funny thing is, if you are able to do it, then you probably won't watch porn anyway. For that, triple facts. Also, do you believe that was Rolo's racist alt? I don't know what that is, but I don't know. I just anytime Rolo goes viral, he's making a fool of himself. So that's all I got to say there. G Money says the fact that a broken man like Scott is coaching people makes me think it will end up just spreading that negative cancer in his head to others who want help. John is a more positive influence in monthly coaching than Scott, and for sure Scott might help you commiserate with him. I think we just need as many people as we can, bro. We need as many troops on the ground. Sorry, I'm gonna vomit on stream, boys. That's to be a first. And Virus Pimp says, because all she seems to have is her male friends Wait, what? Because all she seems to have is her male friends. Does she even have female friends? I don't know what that means. Shout out to the Wired Electrician. He just joined us. What up? What up? What up? Thank you so much. Welcome. Welcome to the Hot Dude Army. Are we good? Are we missing anything? Oh, okay. Thaddeus. Wow, that's weird. Your comment was hidden. I get so many compliments from Aqua di Gio Performer. Yes, fire. It's impossible to spray over, and men and women both compliment me all the time. But I also like Spice Bomb Night Vision for date nights. I don't have any of these Spice Bombs. I heard of that one. Wow, Thaddeus, you keep on, your comments are disappearing. That's weird. This dude is like a male vision of an old bitter, giving bad advice to young women, relying heavily on intoxicating substances and make a lot of bad decisions that could give lifelong ramifications. Who the F is this dude? Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, wow, look at all these comments being hidden. That's so weird. John, epic video. Didn't realize how long it is. Frick, but 105, I do agree. Boys are not weaker. Yes, some need to be guided into how to handle a situation, but when society and what's in the freaking water soften boys physically, their mental fortitude, they end up not knowing what to do. Then you have certain boys who can look and experience the situation and just push through. They are becoming rarer. Girls have all these handouts, genetics. They are more resilient due to evolution, society bolstering them every way. You can correct me on this, but this is what I'm seeing. All I see is men winning still, regardless. So I'm good. Adam Simmons says, I did mention before you started playing that video that Scott Galloway is a dick. Yeah. Very interesting. I don't know why certain comments are hidden, but hey, you know, even Kanye West is talking about the shadow ban on X. Shadow banning is real. It's kind of annoying, but you know, hey, it is what it is. So let's see what else we've got to do here. Anything? Do I miss anything? Shout out to Wired Electricity. Let's go, John. It's Jon. Jon. Appreciate you. YouTube comments getting too base, so YouTube had to hide them. Well, here we go. So, well, let's talk about what we got going on here. So, today's episode, I found it, and then shout out to my lovely lady friend Milagros, who she is the one who also brought this to my attention. I was literally on it, and she was like, "Hey, you need to watch this because this is wild. This is super wild." This is a viral story going viral right now, and I just want to show you guys how, you know, you guys really got to stay sharp. You know, and you got to be ready to roll, man, when it comes down to dealing with women out there, because not to like fear monger, but dealing with the wrong woman can ruin your life, bros. Can ruin your life. A great woman will amplify you to whole new heights. Okay. A crappy woman is going to drag you down and leave you in the gutter after she strips you of basically everything that you have and own. So you really want to be careful about who you let into your life and then who you give your seed to. Like your seed is just the most important thing you have as a man. And you can't, like, hold on, let me see. Where is this? Is the part 1 missing on where's part 1? Hold on. It's on Instagram, but it's not on TikTok. All right, well, we're just gonna have to go to Instagram. It's gonna be kind of a little smaller because it's in that, you know, weird up and down format. Not why is it gone? Did she I think this woman's trying to shut him down too. And what this is going to teach is going to be a lesson about game and frame. And well, what I'll do is I'll just put part 1 because I think Yeah, because we can do. Okay. We'll do part 1 on Instagram, and then we'll go from part 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 on TikTok. So, you know, you guys have to understand too. This is one thing. When you're a good person, you can tell he's a good old white boy. When you are a good, decent person, the thing is, you look at the world through your lens. And I learned this the hard way, right? When I started like getting a lot of clout and popularity and stuff, all of these people were drawn to me, and I was just foolish to think like, oh, everybody just likes me for me. They're not after what I have. They're not after my money. They're not after anything. You know, they're just like me because I'm a great guy. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong. They wanted something. So this good-hearted, if you're like one of these good-hearted people, right? The thing is, you think the whole world is a good heart because you have a good heart, but that's just not the case, right? And what we're gonna do is do just like a little play-by-play breakdown here, and I'm just gonna try and add value so you guys can be smarter in the departments of game and frame. This is a game and frame episode, because this story is like, wow. It is just like yikes.com, yikes.edu, yikes.net, yikes.org. It's just a big yikes, magikes. Let me see if I can. I really want to show you guys like the high quality version. Hold on. Let me see if I can like. One segundo. I want to show you guys, because he's going viral right now. This lady is mega cooked. And it is just wild. I couldn't, and this was, you know, it's crazy. It was just fed to me in the algo. And maybe, is this it? Give me a second. I'm just trying to be like I'm trying to make like the perfect video for you guys. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, because I want to show you guys full screen. I want to give you guys the best user experience, but I guess we're just going to have to do with what we got. Okay. Well, without further ado, shall we jump right into it? Cola, what's up? What's up? He says, hi, MLD. Jananis says, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm fighting off a heart attack right now because of this 300 milligram caffeine pill I took from some. Just saw it on Amazon. I saw Italian caffeine. I said, that looks good. And famous last words. But anyways, let's do it. So we're going to share, and we're going to jump right into it. Thanks, Dr. Mellons. I'm doing great. Do you want to come on here and give me some emotional support? You can come and join me, but you got to wear a tank top. All right. These are the terms of the agreement. Okay. You got to help me get these numbers up. All right, we got to milk those couple last good years of good looks out of you. All right, and 50 is right around the corner. You're gonna be 50 next year, so let's get this going. Okay, and he's so funny. He said, "Haha, milk." Oh man, it's funny. All right, shall we? Let's go. Dr. Mells, let me know. Calling my granny hair. Let me know. Come through. It'll be nice to talk to you. All right, so here's our guy. His name is Brett. I'm going to try and punch in here. Okay. So her name is Maria Nguyen, and this is Biloxi. This is Biloxi. This is Biloxi, Mississippi. I actually went there and did Hurricane Katrina relief work in 2000 and when was I in Master's Commission? I think it was 2000 and oh man, 2005. I think so. Did a lot of relief work. You know, had to go. I remember I helped this one white family up there in Mississippi, and their septic tank bursted into their house and destroyed their house. And me and a special team of 3 other people, we had to go there and literally like wade through and dig through human shit and stuff to help these people, you know, kind of recover their lives. It was really so sad. You know, and yeah, that was, you know, that's what teaches me about gratitude, man. Every time I go and help somebody less fortunate than myself, you know, the lady in Africa with gangrene, and then helping all these people in Biloxi, Mississippi. It was just, yeah, it was just wild, bro. Wild times. So that's out there in Mississippi where this happened, apparently. But her name is Maria Nguyen. Let's make her famous. But yeah, we're gonna go. Shall we go? Shall we go?
I don't care. I've stayed quiet long enough. A few years ago, I agreed to be a sperm donor. She said she just wanted the baby and not a relationship. I was young and naive, and I trusted someone that I shouldn't have. When she told me she was pregnant, I congratulated her and moved to California. I thought that was the end of it. But then she started messaging my mom. She said,
So strike one here, guys. Never agree to be a sperm donor for anybody. Your seed is the most sacred thing you can give to anybody in this world, and you really do not want to just be carelessly giving away your offspring, especially for free. You know, I mean, what is going on? I love you too. I'm ready to take our relationships to the next level. You just let me know. Yeah, it's just really really a foolish move in every sense of the word. It's just very foolish. So take a look here and let's continue to break it down.
she had no one, and she pressured us all to be at the birth. So we did. We were all at the birth. I signed the birth certificate, and I decided to be in the baby's life as a dad. I let her and the baby live in my Airbnb for free. I had to pay child support, and she took over $52,000 from me. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was being a dad.
So right there, when you think you're doing the right thing, okay, you got to do the right thing for you in life, not for somebody. And that this situation here is not like, this is not the right thing. And here we are. Here we are.
Started asking me to be a family, and when I refused, she called me a deadbeat online, and I stayed silent throughout it all. 2.5 years later, I decided to take 2 DNA tests. Both of them said the same thing. I was not the father. When I shared the results,
that's crazy. So that's the most crazy part right there. That's like the, you know, geez, is that real? Like, so the good news is it's not his kid. The bad news is he's out $52,000. Okay. $52,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of, that's a good amount of change. And, yeah, the worst thing about handing over large amounts of money to people like that is especially when you don't like that person, and especially when you got finessed. He got finessed. Okay. And again, this is a lesson in game and frame. All right. Remember that.
she said that I was lying and that we tampered with the test.
Before you all start believing his shit, some company with her DNA, that could have been anyone's DNA.
So for me, the dead giveaway is the eyes. This is a crazy woman right here, bro. And the fake crying too, like women are good at like fake crying. They know how to trigger that stuff up, because it's like a evolutionary thing that they can, you know, rile up to survive in the you know, the harsh animal kingdom that we live in. But you could just tell in the eyes never lie, Chico. And this is one crazy puta, man.
She filed a restraining order. A judge silenced me and made me remove all my posts based on Maria's claim that I was actually the father. Here is the court order DNA test that I had to request, and it confirmed again I am not the father. And while I was silent, she kept going. She was changing dates on photos, spinning stories, manipulating people online. Some people believed her. But while she was doing that, I was uncovering the truth. Connections, manipulations, lies, and the truth about who the real father is. This is just the beginning of Maria's web of lies. I'm probably going to jail for this.
So that's part one. So let's break that down real quick. So step one is, okay, let's not agree to paternity to any woman in our life other than the ones we choose to be the father to. Okay. So you like, and honestly, like, I just got to say that, you know, I would say, honestly, it is a very good practice to get a paternity test no matter the circumstance. Like, it's not like, unless you have like total absolute certainty that you're the father, you should just get a paternity test. Just it's an act in good faith, because I think, like, you know, actually, let me ask Grok, but I think it's pretty big. What percent of fathers are actually not the father of the children they have and a victim of being cuckolded? Because I think it's a pretty high number. I'm asking Super Grok. No, it's just giving me a wall of text. Okay, let's see. Among men who pursue testing who doubt their paternity, the rate of non-biological fatherhood is much higher. One is often cited around 20 to 30%. For instance, paternity testing labs in the U.S. have reported exclusion rates where the man is tested not the father as about 27 to 30%. Okay, so these men already suspect infidelity. So if you suspect infidelity and you get it and you get a paternity test, there's a 30% chance that you're not the father. That alone is a very high number. Yeah, BS profile, good stuff right there. Sir Chadius Maximus, High Commander of the Armies of the North, he says, it's got to be higher. Well, sir, there's only one way to find out. Feel Good Farm, Vermont, I might be the daddy. Have you been banging some 30-year-old Vietnamese women? Let me know. Let me know where I can find them. Let's go and knock out part two now. Part two is here. Okay. And we're going to go and take a look here. So here's part two. We're on TikTok, a little bit better. How is that? Is that good size for you guys at home? Why is it making the comment section bigger? I don't want to see the damn comments. I'm pushing the minus button. Ah, look at that. I'm so smart.
Apparently, I've been.
So this was supposed to
Oh,
be
Jesus.
So this woman told.
Hold on. I didn't know mouse scrolling. The mouse wheel would give me 1 segundo. Okay. Audio is pretty low on this one. 1 second, guys. Let me see. Let me see if the audio is better on Instagram. Oh, the audio is way better on Instagram. Big W Instagram. All right, here we go. Let's go.
My side. Apparently, I've been in a full-blown relationship I wasn't even aware of. Maria and I had a one-night stand on December 12th, 2020. She was in her 30s and I had just turned 24. And let me say this slowly for the people in the back. We were never in a relationship. She wanted more and I didn't. So instead of taking the L, she turned it into a full-blown homie hopper, like back-to-back. Wasn't even discreet about it. She just went down the roster like it was her job. I guess the logic was, if I won't date her, maybe I'll change my mind after I watch her hook up with all my friends. Bold strategy. It didn't work. And in case
it's pretty funny.
you think I'm still lying, her own cousin confirmed that we were never together. I'm sorry, Hadley. I know you hate this picture, but this is the time that Maria asked me to be. A sperm donor.
So you see, it's all fun and games when you're in the hot tub, you're having fun, taking pictures with your pals, you know, and she's like, hey, you know, why don't you just father my baby? And you're like, yeah, man, that's great. We should definitely do that. That's a great idea. Why didn't you come up with that first? Why didn't I come up with that first? Guys, please no. Please no. Please, for the love of Jesus, Allah, whatever one you believe in, okay? Just don't be a dum-dum, okay?
So she doesn't want to do IVF, and I'm convenient because we've already slept together once. She says she wants nothing from me, and instead of doing the smart thing and walking away, I said yes, because I was 24 and apparently thought the best use of my time was becoming a discount sperm donor for someone that I wasn't even texting back. I was thinking with the wrong head, obviously. She said, no strings, no drama. I just want a baby. I was like, sounds easy enough. I can do that. I really thought I could.
If you have a baby in the United States of America, there is, as a man, you're going to have some kind of financial ties to that thing. You know, and he's doing all these like live streams and stuff from like, or these little TikToks and stuff all from these like really like immaculate, nice, look like old money kind of houses he's in. So the thing is, women will size you up, boys. Women are not dumb. Okay. The biggest problem I run into now, if I'm like, you know, out here in these streets, is women size me up. They like, you know, they're not dumb. They're like, wait a minute, he's got the Cartier bracelet on, you know, he's got the Cartier, you know, Panther necklace on. He's like, that Rolex is not fake. He's talking good, he's looking good. And then they start thinking, wait a minute. Why are you single at your age? And I just like, my girlfriend died in a car accident. And then they shut up. No, I never say that, but you know, they are perceptive. Okay. They know what's going on. They're not. You should start dressing poor. All right, let's continue.
Just sleep with her and help her get pregnant. Then go back to business as usual. Like, thanks for stopping by. Good luck with the whole parenting thing. Top tier dumbass behavior. I own that. I know it. But I genuinely believed her when she said it would be simple. No drama and no strings attached. That's not what happened. Here's part 2 of my side.
So no drama, no strings attached. Okay. Again, it's just like, whew, that's not something you want to be doing, guys. It's no bueno. You can't be just going around giving your seed to somebody and thinking that everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Because it's not. You know, no drama, no woman. Oh boy, yeah. Let's go to part 3 here and take a quick look. Let's see what we got here.
This woman told me I got her pregnant the same day she got her period, and then accidentally exposed herself on TikTok 3 years later. May 7th, 2021, Maria gets her birth control arm implant out. She's from my hometown, and she was living in New Orleans at the time, so she could only be here on the weekends. So she came in town the next 2 weekends, May 14th and May 21st. We partied with my friends. She stayed over. She had someone take these pictures and then later tried to use them to prove we were in a relationship. We weren't. What was I supposed to say? Don't take a picture with me? And then I went to California. While I'm there, I posted with another girl, Whitney. She's only a friend, but Maria didn't know that. Maybe she got jealous. I don't know. But what she did next.
She definitely got jealous. Let's be honest. She definitely got jealous. Bro, women, when you're the man, okay, women are fiercely territorial over you. Okay. If you haven't experienced it yet, it's a type of confidence that you can only get through living through it. But women don't want to share their man at all. That's why when I see all these little manlets who listen to Andrew Tate saying like, oh yeah, like a woman they would rather share an alpha than then have a faithful beta. And it's just like, I understand you think this is the truth at 24 years old. I remember when I was 24 and dumb like you are, but that's not the case. Okay. Nobody wants to share their romantic partner with anybody, man or woman. They do not want to share. Okay. And it's a recipe for disaster. Okay. It's a recipe for disaster. If a woman is okay with sharing with you, I got a problem to tell you, pal. She's just not that into you. Okay. She's just not that into you. No woman in her right mind, keyword there, right mind. Okay. If she agrees to that, you're probably rich. You probably have some kind of resources or something. And, that's a lie being perpetuated that is damaging to young men. It's just the same thing where like guys like, oh, I want to train my woman to like have threesomes and source women for me and you know, go just, I want to force my woman to become a homosexual. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Whores, sluts, mentally damaged women, they're going to be okay with that. But a woman who truly loves you and is truly like locked in and is down for the cause, she doesn't want to share you at all. Okay. And so, and then there's two women in the chat right now, and they're, you know, Brooklyn she's saying that she doesn't want to share anybody. Right. And also, Dr. Mellons, she says facts. You know, they do not want to share. They do not want to share. So, you know, it's like, it's a lie being perpetuated. I hate sharing. See? So, that's a lie. You guys can't be believing that. You're gonna be in a whole world of hurt if you go around thinking you could just turn out your girl and make her a lesbian or make her bisexual, whatever. But hey, it's the blind leading the blind out there. So it's really not that surprising, right? Sweet Daddy, he's in the house. He says 104% tariff going through tomorrow. China will bend the knee. Okay. China will bend the knee. Tate has ex-cam girls. That's not mother material. I mean, you know, if you think that women are with Tate just because he's a nice guy, not because he has millions of dollars and tremendous amounts of clout, retard alert. It's really, the truth is really simple, guys. The truth is really simple. Okay. So you just got to look for it.
X will never cease to amaze me. On June 6, 2021, Maria gets her period.
This is like peak white man, by the way. You see, he's got a binder and everything. Listen, the number one thing you don't want to do in this life is make an enemy with a white man, because these guys, when they're pissed off, they are coming at you with a full organized attack, and you're probably going to lose. Like, don't sleep on the you know, the white man's ability to understand like systems and like how to systematically ruin your life. You know, you ever see that one interview with Mike Tyson, and he's talking to the white guys like, this is why you white guys run the world and you know everything. He's talking about how you can like have sex while you're being visited with a woman who's visiting you in prison, and he was like breaking down the steps. I don't know, Billy, if you're here, if you could send me that, talk about how Mike Tyson was able to get like sex with his conjugal visits when he was in prison. It's a really good clip. But you know, this bitch is done, bro. This bitch is done. You know, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I don't know, bro. Hell has no fury like a white man scorned. You don't believe me? Look at history. When you piss off white people, bad shit happens. Okay. Ask the Japanese, ask the Germans, ask the Jews. You know, don't rile up the white man. It's not a good idea. You know, they're like a docile, calm, kind, welcoming people. But when you piss them off, like, you're probably going to lose. Okay. You're probably going to lose.
She knows I didn't get her pregnant. And she also knows I'm about to move across the country So she invites me to brunch and she tells me she's pregnant, fully knowing that she's not. Then she starts drinking like a lot. We then leave and go to another restaurant and meet up with my friend Dylan, and she also tells him that she's pregnant. Dylan and I think it's weird that she's drinking, but she insists it's okay. Here's the proof.
So again, when you say Dylan and I think it's weird that she's like, guys, if you notice an inconsistency in a story, you have to pay attention to it. Like your intuition, you're denying your personal frame. Your intuition, your instincts are there for a reason. And the only reason they're there are to protect you. Your instincts and intuition are never there to hurt you. It is always to protect you. Okay. You've got to remember that. Yeah. In fact, most serial killers are white dudes. I mean, there you go. There you go. Oh, thank you so much, Billy. Billy just sent me the clip. Did you screen it, Bill? Let's see. Let's see. I want to show you this. This is so funny. This is a side note. Can we do a side note? This is hilarious. I love Mike Tyson. I hope we don't get struck down. This is from Sirius XM. This is a hilarious clip. Okay. Look at this. This is so funny. I'm diverting from the stories. Everybody okay with that? Should I just stay on track? Maybe it's the caffeine. Maybe it's my internalized ADD, which I take pride in. Let's see. Fuck it. Let's do it. This is so funny. It's the original clip. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, people, believe it or not, I was Mike Tyson. And people kind of like wrote me pen pal letters when I was in jail, you know.
And you just get a lot of people to look the other way.
And, they said, no one always looked. I always got in trouble because I touched and kissed too much and stuff.
Right.
But it was a guy in prison. There's always some fucking white guy in these prisons that he's got the system down packed. Even though he's always in fucking prison, always get caught, but he got the system packed down. He said, this is what you do. You have them come, you know, the summer dress that they wear, the summer dress they wear, and the buttons in the front, right? You remember the buttons, of course, in the front. Have them wear it backwards. No underwear unless sometimes they'll check for underwear, and you got to come to prison with underwear. Make the underwear crotchless. They never check the fucking crotchless underwear.
Shit.
Oh, these fucking guys,
Wow.
That's why your white guys run the country, because your motherfuckers think of this shit. And then, no, serious, right? Who would think? Only some white motherfucker think of this shit, right? And no, but really, right? And I'm like, you listen, man. You listening, Mike? All right, listen, all right? Fuck, all right, listen. Damn, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, all right? So, man, how I know I got 3 of my wives pregnant. I got 3 fucking kids since I've been in prison. Okay, so listen.
Man.
So he goes like this. He said, you have them turn around and you have them, the best, you have them unbutton the top, and they come for that quick couple of seconds. They can give you a kiss and sit on your lap, and you have them come in and kiss you, sit in it, put them right on it, and you choke. And you got to come real quick, because you haven't had sex in a long time. Unless you've been jerking off. You've been jerking off, Mike, don't do that. But you're going to come real quick, hit, and then that's it, Mike. Then you sit down and you continue the conversation, else you exit to dismiss. One or the other. But if I was you, I'd take advantage of the hour and have a conversation. You might get hard again and try that again. So, but basically that's how I do. And then again.
Oh man, that's funny. You know, every race has their strengths. And yeah, you know, so when I see this guy with the fucking, he's got the binder out, like this binder's huge too, man. This woman is cooked, bro. This woman is game over. And this should inspire you. Like, okay, because the number one thing that makes me upset is when I see guys and you're afraid of women. What are you afraid of? You're a man. Look at the world. We run and built this shit. We got it down, okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Know your power. Know your power as a man. It is a freaking literally the greatest source of power that we have in the universe right now, until AI takes over and kills us all. But that's next week. But anyways, let's continue here with this one. There's Dylan.
This video is on June 6th.
Fuck this place, Grimley, California.
Like, hey, you didn't get a lemon in here.
Oh, fuck, wrong man.
This video is dumb, but it shows 2 things. Maria was drinking, and I made it very clear that I was leaving. And that's important because that brunch, that's the last time I ever saw her until the week before the baby was born. Here's how we found out that she was on her period when she told me she was pregnant. Here's a photo she posted to TikTok to try to prove we were in a relationship. She changed the dates on the photos, but we'll get into that later. And then she posted this one.
So you see like how she changed the date on the photo and stuff like that. You can't change the date on the geotag unless you really go in there. She's Asian. She's a woman. She's devious. So she probably, maybe, you know, maybe she put the photo in some rice and attracted some distant relatives and they all came and they did the geotag stuff. I don't know. But, you know, the deviousness is there, bro. Like that's crazy. Changing the dates and like the level and real quick check. What is, this is a quiz for everybody in the chat. What is the number one asset a woman has in life that she will fight tooth and nail to protect? 30 seconds on the clock. Go, chat. Let's see. Tell me what you think. Who knows? Who doesn't know? I'm not going to reveal it until you guys are all, you got 16 seconds. Go, go, go. Vote, vote, vote. All righty. Okay. We are got the final results in and we're going to type them out now. Let's see. We got Thaddeus says her reputation. ZZ on top says her reputation. Code G Money says her reputation. Task Force Echo watching us on Rumble. He says purity. BS Profile says plausible deniability. The new next says rep. Kyle 2020 reputation. Danger says reputation. Roof Wrangler says reputation. Exodia says her looks. Only Tyler Paul, definitely her image / reputation. Sweet Daddy D3 says her body count. Victim Wolf Mode 00 says victimhood. Her ability to have children says Brooklyn A 785. And Paternity, it's PA, Paternity, it says Renaissance Man. And W Exodia, the forbidden one. And the winner is Thaddeus Brown Walker. Got in first. Her reputation. A woman will fight tooth and nail to protect her reputation. And that is exactly what this godless Jezebel is doing. So let's continue.
I didn't tell my girlfriend, who's a nurse, that she took that photo the day that she told me she was pregnant. And had these like, hold up, there's no way. Let me see that ultrasound photo again. So we pull up the ultrasound that she sent my mom.
And now he's got a white woman who is also a very meticulous creature in this world. Masters of weaponizing the legal system against you, whether you're innocent or guilty. Okay. So she asked to see the ultrasound, and here we go.
The ultrasound was done on January 17th, 2022, and it showed that she was 32 weeks and 1 day. I've since learned that pregnancy is calculated from the first day of a woman's last menstrual period. And if we count back 32 weeks and 1 day from January 17th, 2022, we get June 6th, 2021, the day she told me she was pregnant. And we didn't sleep together that day either. Since she never saw me after that, that means that she knew from the beginning that I was never the father. Furthermore, here.
And okay, so she knew he wasn't the father. So the thing is, women are very risk averse. They don't make risky moves. So she was sizing this guy up from day one. And I'm telling you, when you guys are like, the number one skill you have to really cultivate as a man outside of women is understanding, and which this does tie into having high levels of success in dating, is situational awareness. You need to have high levels of situational awareness. But a lot of you guys, you know, I have a theory that the more privileged a person is, the less situational awareness they need to have. So you got this, this bumbling hillbilly, good looking white kid, kind of just a good old boy, drinking with the bros and whatever. And she's like, I like this guy, and I'm pretty sure I can manipulate him and start financially extorting him. Think how evil this woman is. Think of how evil this woman is, bro. This is a very evil individual. And thank God this guy fought back. And now she is cooked. She is, bro, this chick is not even medium rare. She's not medium. She is not medium well. She is well done, burnt trailer park steak with ketchup on the side. Like, she is cooked. So let's continue.
Here's proof that I'm in California the only weekend that she could have gotten pregnant. She trapped me before there's even a baby. And the crazy part, we probably would have never found out if she wouldn't have posted the photos. She exposed her own lie, and it only gets crazier from here. So this woman told me I got her pregnant the same day she got her period. And then,
so that is part numero, was that part 3? Okay. So now we're going to go into part 4. Okay. And let's jump right into that.
Here's how I ended up the birth of a baby that I was only supposed to be a sperm donor for.
Look at this binder, bro. This is a binder full of women, Mitt Romney style. Okay. Like that is like a 300, 400 page document there. Like, you're cooked. If somebody shows up and they pull out a binder of evidence against you that's 300-400 pages long, you're cooked. Like, you better go to yoga and practice stretching, because you need to bend over and kiss your own ass goodbye, because you're done. You are done.
July 12th, 2021, she confirms that she's actually pregnant. We only found that out later when she started posting on TikTok, but at that time she kept quiet. From July 22nd through July 26th, I was with my friend Whitney. She met my mom and she posted it on Facebook. Maria didn't know she was just a friend, and based on what happened next, I think she got jealous, because not long after, Maria starts messaging my mom.
So again, the jealousy is there. Now she got jealous with one woman. Now she got jealous with another woman. Why do you think she got jealous? Because she was protecting her sucker investment. That's why. She thought, damn, I do not want to work a job, and I do not want to be in a corporate slave job or whatever the hell is going on in her head. She doesn't want to put the fries in the bag, and this was her financial plan. And guys, there are, like, it is unfortunate to do this and say this, but it is the truth, bro. There are women out there that will absolutely have a baby to trap you, or have a baby to get out of prison. Women will use a baby to get them leverage. If you don't believe me, look at that. The first ever female billionaire tech startup, that white girl with blonde hair who had that blood testing company, Theranos. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Like, I forgot what it was called, but everybody's jerking this chick off. And then they sentenced her. And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm pregnant. Can we delay me going to prison? It's like, oh, well, that didn't work. What was her name? I forget her name. That's how irrelevant she is. But anyways, women will do that, bro. They will. Without a doubt. Elizabeth Holmes. Good work. Good work. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, Mama.
The night I guess that we first met.
And if you get your mom involved, your mom has got one side to defend and one side only. Bro, my mom is wild, bro. Listen, there's this gay guy in our community. His name is Mark, right? And this guy is a real rainbow F word. Nobody in the community likes this guy, and he just terrorizes the community. And, we just have to tolerate him. And one day he was yelling. He was yelling at my little brother. And this is when we were younger. My brother was still in high school. And I remember my mom was like, my mom, bro, do not piss off a Caribbean woman. Just don't do it, because they have no filter. They will grab a fucking cutlass and chase you down the road, bro. Like, you know, and I remember my mom, she was like, she heard that, you know, because my brother's my mom's favorite kid. And she heard that, you know, he was yelling at my brother, and my mom busted out the front door and she was screaming and she was like, I will get in my car and I will run you over and I will kill you. I'll kill you, motherfucker. I was like, Mom, that's not very Christ-like. You know, I always like to play the Christianity trap card on my mom to calm her down. But you know, you don't the number one rule of the jungle, don't get between a mother and her cubs. That's what you do. You don't do that. No, see, did she throw her sandal? No, that's Latina women will throw a sandal at you. Okay. Caribbean women will pick up a cutlass. You know what a cutlass is? It's a machete. Okay. In Trinidad, I don't know about the other islands, but in Trinidad, they take the cutlass and they spank kids with it too. Like it's wild out there, bro. It's wild. You know, and she was just ready to fucking, you know, she was ready for this to happen. You know, ma'am, they're going to show up with a binder, a 300-page binder, like, ma'am, there's a missing homosexual in this neighborhood, and you said you were going to kill him. We'd like to ask you some questions. Oh, man, you know, so don't, when mama's getting involved too, you're cooked. You are mega cooked. So rest in peace, Maria Nguyen.
I guess it was that night at the half show. One of the first things after we introduced ourselves and sat down, I can remember her saying to me that she hoped that I didn't think that she took advantage of my son. And of course, I gave a polite answer to that. She went on to discuss, and she mentioned, you know, how I guess she was impressed with you to be so young and so successful at that age. I can remember her mentioning your house.
She was impressed that you were so young, so successful at that age. The richer you are, the more successful you are, the more scrutiny you need to have of everybody that comes into your life. I don't make new friends these days. It's very, very, very rare for me to make a new friend. I have the newest friend that I have is I have a good Jewish friend of mine, and he's a new friend of mine. And, you know, I've heavily scrutinized this guy too, but like, you know, he's getting money too. He's fucking Jewish, bro, you know? But you just got to like really be careful with the new people you bring in your life, especially if you got something to lose. And especially if you're a good-hearted person, because, man, these Jezebels will bleed you dry. And look at her. She's like publicly trying to shame this guy on social media. And finally he's fighting back, and he's going to win the battle massively.
And all your toys.
From that point on, Maria started pulling my mom in deeper. She would ask for baby pictures of me, and she told my mom that baby's going to look just like me. She made my mom feel important and needed. And when Maria told her that she had no one, my mom felt pressured to come to the birth.
She told me if something ever happens to her, I want you to raise the baby. And I just remember thinking, this poor girl has no one.
You know, and that's you know what's white people's greatest weakness is? We're just too nice. We're just so like, oh, you know, white guilt, white niceness is like the number one thing weaponized against white people. And it's just, you know, she told this old country woman like, oh, I'm just a poor Vietnamese woman, and if you could take care of the baby, if something happens to me. Like, what? Like, this woman is a psychological predator. This woman is like I don't know. There's got to be something clinical going on with her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild. Oh, what's up, man? Jonathan. Great meeting you in Waikiki, brother. What's up, Jonathan? Hey, this guy, I was walking down the streets of Waikiki with Stock Market Steve, and this guy stopped me. He was like, yo, MLD. I was like, no way. Somebody recognized me out here in these Waikiki streets. It was nice to meet you, man. It was really nice to meet you. Glad to see you popping in, my brother. Glad to see you popping in. But yeah, this is wild, bro. The white race will be the first ever to be guilted in it. Nah, we'll be all right, bro. We'll be all right. Don't worry. I have faith in my white brethren. We'll be okay. Everything's gonna be all right. But yeah, let's continue with this treacherous fucking woman.
By then, my family was in. They were planning to be at the birth, and I was about to be too. My mom tells me that Maria told her she has no one coming to the birth, no family, no support. She's scared, and she really wants me to be there. So I booked the flight.
So if nobody wants to be at your birth, you're probably a shitty person. Like straight up. Like you got no friends. Nobody cares that you're having a baby. Like that's a red flag right there. That's like a massive, massive, massive red flag. Because like, really? Nobody? That's wild, bro. That's crazy.
On February 23rd, 2022, and it's $677. And I sent Maria the screenshot. By this time, Maria has already had 2 separate baby showers and never posted anything about it. Not one bump photo, nothing. And then a few hours after I booked my ticket, and on the same day that I sent her the screenshot confirming I was going to be at the birth. And at 8.5 months pregnant, that is the first time she ever posts that she's pregnant. And she uses my last name. She waited until I was fully in, and then she told the world. She didn't just lie, she made sure the lie had backup. The day the baby was born, I was there, and I was the first person to ever hold the baby. And I just remember thinking, this is what it feels like to become a dad. I didn't care about anything else in that moment. My parents are there posting about how they're grandparents again. And then the nurse comes in, and she brings in the forms for the birth certificate and the acknowledgement of paternity.
Uh-oh, this is the most important part, when they get you to sign that dotted line. Son.
I signed everything because I thought the baby was mine, and Maria knew I would. After the birth, she scheduled a full-blown newborn photo shoot. She posed me holding the baby, and they would jump in the photos. She had my dog in the photos too, and had already...
This dog's like, this baby don't smell like you, man. This baby don't smell like you, man. The dog knows. The dog is like, bro, dogs can sense evil, man. Happy, come here, baby. Dogs can sense evil. Unbelievable. 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 Look at this. This dog knows, bro. Look at this dog. Even the dog knows. Oh my God. I love you guys for sending me this stuff. You guys are the best. Oh my God. This is hilarious, bro. This is hilarious. Sorry, we got to get the zoom in on this. Hold on. Look at this dog, bro. This dog is like, brah. Look at this. I'm sorry, but look at this dog. He's like, bro, you have fucked up. Happy, come here, baby. Come. That is so funny. The dog knows. Good girl. Come here. Tell me what you think. If Happy doesn't like a girl, it's over. It is over. Do you see this? What do you think about that? Let's get some commentary from Happy real quick. What do you think about that? Are you sleeping? Don't trust these fucking hoes. If Happy could speak, what'd you think? She's evil, right? You smell bad. You gotta go to the groomer. That's so funny, bro. This dog knew. And you know what's wild, bro? Like, think of how sinister this woman is. Put your dog in the photo. She is trying to build a bulletproof history of this being true. I love dogs. I love animals. That's why I love Dr. Melons, my favorite animal. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Look at this poor dog, bro. Oh, man.
I already ordered a bandana that said Big Brother. She shared the photos online, but I had no idea because I was already blocked on Facebook. She was posting pictures of me and the baby, making it look like we were this perfect little family. And while I'm across the country, she's messaging my childhood friends. She's asking my best friend Dylan and his girlfriend Megan to babysit, and they do. She starts asking my friends and family if they want to be the godparents. She didn't just ask one or two people. She told multiple friends they might be chosen. Literally, this is what my brother posted of me, the baby, and my friends. He joked, the godparents who didn't make the cut. And Maria liked the picture. At first,
oh no!
Here's how I ended up with the birth of the baby.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Can I skip it?
That I was only supposed to be a...
I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. I wanted to see her. Damn, they need to have like a freaking drag option here to play this. I want to see her. Actually, it's probably on her profile is probably on friggin' on private. But yeah, that is wild, bro. Yeah, Agent Cappy 200 says she's trying to create evidence. You know, this is the right word here. Diabolical, bro. Diabolical, bro. That is wild. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna have to let this play through because for some reason Instagram doesn't have a fast forward thing on the thing here. So, but like again, this is like you guys you got to have some common sense, because you know, when people look at this corner of the internet and when people like see people like me talking and trying to like educate men on these things, a lot of people turn their nose up at this kind of content because they're like, oh, like, what is this? This is like such, you know, bad content. Like people wouldn't blah, 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 blah. You know, they wouldn't do that. Like this is a fringe outlier. And no, the amount of people that go through this is actually pretty large. But a lot of guys just bite down, you know, they grin and bear it. And then they just, you know, carry on with their lives. But it's important to educate the youth and to educate as many men as possible to be vigilant, be smart. The world is not all sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? There are predators out there, and like, look at the level of thank you so much, Billy Patterson. So yeah, her profile is private. Billy, see if you can dig around and find some dirt on her if you can. You're the greatest detective here. Let me know and just ping me here in the chat, and then I'll go to Telegram and pull it up. Thank you so much, Billy. Shout out to Billy, the head mod and the head webinar master for the Masculine Empowerment Network. Great guy. He's going to be in Vegas next week. We're going to be linking up. And if anybody else is in Vegas next week, you want to link up, send me a DM on Instagram, Hot Dude Life. Tony, you hit me up. We will be linking up next week in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're going to be having a good time. We'll probably go do some cold approaches. It'll be a productive meeting. It won't be just like, you know, just a bunch of like getting together, drinking and mindless stupidity. It'll be a meeting that I'll be giving you guys value for sure. So anyways, here we go. We're coming back to where we are.
So me and the baby, making it look like we were this perfect little family. And while I'm across the country, she's messaging my childhood friends. She's asking my...
And that's crazy. She's messaging childhood friends. Like she's trying to manipulate everybody. And that's the thing. This is the thing about these narcissistic people, because she's clearly like some kind of textbook narcissist, right? They don't realize that the only thing to keep a lie going is more lies. Like they don't seem to realize that, you know, it's getting harder to lie and deceive and be a bad person. It really is, which is good. It's good. But there's still a lot of holes in the game. And there's a lot of freaking there's just so many wild people out there. You just got to be smart, boys. You got to be smart. And it's so satisfying to catch a scammer and call them out and then watch them like, oh, but and it's like, nah, bitch, I got you. It's over. It's like when they catch Light at the end of Death Note, and they're like, it's over, Light. It's over. You lost. And then he just goes full psychopath at the end and they gun him down. They're out there, bros. Just be wise. I'm not trying to put fear in your heart, but I'm trying to make you wiser.
My best friend Dylan and his girlfriend Megan to babysit, and they do. She starts asking my friends and family if they want to be the godparents. She didn't just ask one.
Somebody says, imagine a gender swapped version of this film of this classic film, Gaslit. All I know is there'd be a bunch of women lining up to bang that dude.
One or two people. She told multiple friends they might be chosen. Literally, this is what my brother posted of me, the baby, and my friends. He joked, the godparents who didn't make the cut. And Maria.
All right, Maria Tiff NG. Maria Tiff NG. Let me just see if she's doing some kind of counter. Maria Tiff NG. Oh, look at this Jezebel. Yep, it's on private. Good work, Billy.
I like the picture. At first, she kept things peaceful and calm. It's like she didn't want to risk pushing me away too fast. Once I was settled into this nice little world she created for me, that's when she started to tighten her grip. And that's when the real abuse begins. Part 5 coming tonight. Here's her.
All right, it's part 5. Let's go. And this is the last part here. So, here we go. Look at this binder, bro. She's cooked. I love this kind of like, positive male revenge. This is good stuff. And this is he's definitely got some old money going on. That is an old money house there in Mississippi.
I realize it's abuse when there's no bruises.
I hope you effing die.
But she didn't.
Transfer $10,000. GFC, you're a effing D.
Need violence.
Remove her from your life.
She used my love.
I will not let you see her. I guess the baby is a girl.
For the baby to control me.
Don't have to go before a judge.
She waited until I was all in. Once I settled into my role as a father, once she knew I wasn't going anywhere, that's when it changed. The control started small.
Yeah, I don't know why this is not done. Mike Sean 96. This is why mandatory paternity tests should be a thing worldwide. When a child is born to see, it would eliminate all this crazy. Honestly, in my opinion, it's wild that we don't do this. I will friggin' when I get my eventual wife pregnant, I'll be like, listen, we're getting paternity tests no matter what. Okay, because I'm not risking anything, bro. I'm not gonna be a fool for anybody. I will not be a fool for any single person out there, bro. It's wild. Yeah, Thaddeus agrees with me. He says, facts, no hospital should ever allow a child to be born into their ward without paternity tests being agreed to. For real, bro. Like, why is that not a thing?
Comment here, demand there, but it escalated fast. It was Easter 2022, and I flew home to see the baby. I spent nearly $900 on flights. My whole family was at the house. My parents, nieces, uncles, aunts, cousins. I blocked off my
Jesus, that's like got to be humiliating for him too.
Airbnb, and I hosted everyone, including Maria and the baby.
That's crazy. That's so crazy, bro.
At first, things seemed normal. She was upstairs drinking, talking with my mom, being friendly. I was downstairs with my cousin, just hanging out. The more she drank, the more her attitude started to shift. There was this edge to her, sharp glances and short responses. I could feel it building. Then, out of nowhere, she leans over the upstairs balcony, clearly drunk, and screams down at me in front of everyone, "Get your ass up here and take care of your child." My mom says this is the first time that she saw it. That Maria expected something from me way beyond what we agreed to. For me, it was the first sign that if I didn't do what she wanted, she would humiliate me in front of everyone. After that day, things shifted, subtly at first. But every time I didn't respond fast enough and give her what she wanted, she would use the baby against me.
You don't respond to me, I'm going to keep responding to you. This is wild.
May 16th, 2022, she asked if her and the baby could stay in my Airbnb.
The baby and I need to stay at your house for like 2 months until I can get our own place and so that I can save a little more. I'm taking a position remote, which comes with a huge pay cut, but I won't have to put our daughter in daycare and I can be home with her. Looks like we're closing this property on June 9th in Meta-Airy. I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounced that, guys. So I'm hoping to be packed up and out of this apartment the weekend prior to the 9th. I'll put all of our stuff in storage except to close. Can we stay there? That's at 5:12 p.m. And then an hour and a half later she says, kind of important. Can you respond? And then here, this is like when you see someone starting to get aggressive, that's how you know there's something going on there. You're deliberately ignoring me, and it's extremely frustrating considering I'm asking you to put a roof over your daughter's head. If you don't want to help us, then let's see a lawyer and sign the rights over and let me legally. Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's wild. G Money, it's DONOR. But yeah, this is wild.
Rent free. I don't answer right away. A few hours later, she threatens to take the.
So let's continue. You're deliberately ignoring me. Extremely frustrating. I'm asking you to put a roof over your daughter's head. That's manipulation, right? If you don't want to help us, then let's see a lawyer and sign over your rights and let me legally remove you from her life. Otherwise, I can make you pay child support, whatever you want to do, Brett. But when I'm asking you something that concerns your daughter, I'd appreciate a response. Also, I don't ask you for money out of it. It's the least you could do. She probably sent this up as a follow-up. She's like, that was probably a little too extreme. Let me go ahead and, send a little follow-up text to make it a little softer. I like how he has her stated as I think BM. This is baby. I'm pretty sure it's a baby mama. That's funny, bro. What a dumbass. This guy's dumb. This is a stupid fucking kid. That's really fucking dumb.
The baby away from me, so I say yes. She moves in. I cover rent, utilities, internet, everything. Meanwhile, I can't rent it out during peak season. I'm losing money left and right, but I tell myself it's worth it to stay in the baby's life. August 2022, I come back again. So I have to drive an hour each day just to see the baby, and then an hour back just to sleep with my parents. I keep showing up. I keep complying.
Played hard with daddy and got milk wasted. End results. Like this, what a psychopath, bro. Is this on? This looks like Snapchat. Never trust a woman with Snapchat too, bros. Never, ever, ever trust a woman with Snapchat. What's up, Afi? You want to come on? Let me know. We're talking about this crazy woman that baby trapped this white kid. Let me know. I'll send you the link. Come through. I haven't talked to you in I haven't talked to you online in over a year. I dropped the link for you if you want to come on, Afi. We could use some extra charisma. I only have so much charisma to spare. Let me know. Yeah, narcissistic, bipolar red flags. Big facts. Big facts. See?
Because by now, it's clear. I push back, I lose access. After she moved out of the Airbnb, the control didn't stop. She texted me, "This is what I want from you." She wanted.
Looks like she sent a bunch of maybe she was texting some word out one by one, very passive aggressive. This is what I want. I want you to pay her daycare the full amount after saying I want you to stay home with the baby because I took a remote position. Bro. Yikes. Yeah. Disappearing photos, red flag. Bro, if a girl tells me she has Snapchat, I'm like, okay, you're a hoe. Got it. Got it. Check, please.
For me to start paying the full daycare amount, even though there was no court order in place. And in exchange, she said that I could have the baby every other weekend if I stay at my parents' house.
This is what I want. I want you to pay her daycare the full amount. You can have her 1 full week in a month if you stay at your parents. Let me know if this works for you. Let's just figure this out before you get into town. I don't want to have to speak to you anymore. What a psycho, bro. And then 7 hours go by. So Is this okay? I want to get this over with. Can you please respond? And here comes the manipulation again. We're talking about our child. We talked about having some kind of agreement by this evening, Brett. So we need to figure this out. If you don't respond to me, I'm going to quit responding to you. Psychopaths. It's also calculating cold, bro. Listen, if a woman isn't locked down by 30, I'm sorry, but milk is sour. Something's wrong. Something's up.
I've never been arrested. I didn't use drugs. I've never been violent, abusive, or even raised my voice around her. There was no court ruling, no concern from a judge, nothing. It wasn't co-parenting, it was control. My access to the baby came with conditions that she made up as she went. Then, about a week later, she posted a photo on Instagram with the man that we now know is the dad.
Where is this fucking guy, bro? This guy's cooked. This guy in the picture is mega cooked. Jeez. Jeez.
Just something to note. We'll get into that later. Then came the baptism. We talked about this in my first video, but here's a quick recap. I drove 14-hour round trip just to be there. The night before, she asked me to come hang out. I said no. I didn't want to give her the wrong impression. So she told me I wasn't allowed to come to the baptism just like that. I didn't fight it. I just let my parents go instead. I was just trying to keep the peace. By summer of 2023, things took another turn. Now it wasn't just emotional pressure. It was legal.
Wow.
I was overwhelmed and hiring an attorney felt too expensive. Plus, I had no reason to question paternity. Maria told me if I didn't just sign what her lawyer sent, she would take me to court and get $1,400 a month in child support and $16,000 in back pay. I felt trapped. In those same messages, she said that she didn't want to go in front of a judge.
I've decided to take you to court for child support and my lawyer will reach out to you. I didn't want this to blindside you. I would like to do this without going to court and we can agree on a number. What a sinister bitch. Health insurance, life insurance, extracurricular activities, college, etc. For you won't have to get a lawyer. We can just go through mine if we can agree on terms. Would you be interested in having a conversation about this, or do you want me to speak to my lawyer instead? This is a threat. She's threatening. This woman is a narcissist. This is uncontested, where we don't have to go before a judge. If we can agree, please, there's the weakness. Please let me know what you want to do. So, yeah, you got to read into it right there. That's where I know, okay, this woman is, she's a little desperate.
Looking back now, that feels important. I agreed to pay.
Now isn't a good time. We can talk next week. Sure. Let me just add, I'm not trying to get you for back child support for the past year. And if you and I actually took this court, we both would be coming out of pocket thousands of dollars and you would still have to pay me back child support for the past year. So please be serious and mature about this. I just ask that you communicate with me. Again, please be mature and serious about this. That's manipulation right here. I just ask that you communicate with me. Please don't have me waiting all next week and trying to get a response from you. I don't want this to get ugly. Bitch, you are making this ugly. I'm doing this for, I guess that's the baby's name and her future. Hope to hear from you next week. Yeah, manipulation, manipulation, manipulation.
$750 a month and $10,000 in back child support just to avoid a legal battle. I didn't think I could win, so on August 21st, I wired her $10,000. You think that once the court order was in place, things would settle down, but they didn't.
Nope. She saw that you were weak and you paid, and guess what? It's like that bully that comes, takes your lunch money on Monday. You think he's not coming on Tuesday? As soon as you pay up, as soon as you let her know what's up, as soon as they see a little moment of weakness and they can get money out of you, you think they're going to stop? No, because you've conditioned them to believe, oh, wait, I can get money out of this idiot. I'm going to keep going. But, you know, the downfall of the narcissist is their ego and their pride. They think they're invincible, you know, but now this woman's cooked, bro. I love it. This video has millions of views all over social media. This woman is cooked.
If anything, the control got worse. I made my first court-ordered child support payment on November 1st. Less than 2 weeks later, she's calling me names, refusing
You're such a effing dick, Brett.
to let me keep the baby overnight, and demanding more money again. Even simple visits came with strict conditions.
You're a fucking dick, Brett. Won't reach out again. Just make sure you're paying me on the 1st. Have a good one. Now she's talking like a gangster. I was going to pick up from daycare and do something with her if that's cool. Don't pick her up until 2 p.m. after her nap. Have her home when I get out of practice tonight at 8:45. I'll drop her book bag off at school with a pair of warmer clothes. I'm not going to bring her back that late. I have nowhere to go with her. I can just keep her overnight and drop her off at daycare in the morning. Not happening. Everybody see, as soon as he signed, she was all sweet. This is what they do. They're all sweet and kind and really, everything's all nice until you give them what they want. She got the signature, she got the leverage, and then now the real person comes out. That's what I was thinking too, Louis. That poor child. It is sad, bro. Very, very, very sad. Very sad. It's wild, bro. Totally wild.
When I tried to coordinate a time to see the baby, she laid out impossible rules for pickup and drop off. She told me exactly when, where, and how, and still refused overnight visits. She insulted me in one breath, demanded child support in the next. I gave her extra money, $30 here, $250 there, all outside the court order. I was trying to avoid conflict and trying to stay in the baby's life. Then out of nowhere, she texted me that she wants to be with me.
All good. I'm going to stop by. Oh, maybe can you guys read that? I'll make it bigger. All good. I'm going to stop by Popeyes after practice if you want something. I'm okay. Thanks, though. Okay. Sorry if I've seen moody. I just had the shittiest day ever. I want to try and make this work with us being a family. Can we do that? And you know what that is? That other white dude is probably like, fed up with her shit. Now she's going to plan B. I want to be with you, Brett. I hate when you leave us. I just need you to say something or how you feel. I'm sorry, but that isn't what I want to do. That hurts. That hurts me, Brett. That hurts me. Ah. Jesus. Goddamn Viet Cong.
I told her gently, again, that's not what I want. Days later, she posted photos of me and the baby at her house.
There we go. Here comes the emotional manipulation. Because when you deal with a psychopath like this, they're not only going to manipulate you, they're going to manipulate everybody around you. It is literally like a web of lies. Let's see how she's weaponizing this child now. Happy girl Christmas morning was so good this year. I wonder who that in the picture is. Is that him? I don't know. Santa made her an extra playroom. We love her so much. Merry Christmas to everyone. Oh, man. I feel so bad for this dumbass.
On Christmas morning, like we're a happy little family. By early 2024, it felt like there was no line that she wouldn't cross. February 1st, I make the court-ordered child support payment on time. On Valentine's Day, I posted this photo while I was out to dinner.
That must be with the new girl. They're eating Korean barbecue. This stuff good. This daikon, this is like fermented radish and kimchi. So good. I think this is fermented bamboo. This is also good. And this is like a green onion salad, and that's a gochujang. Oh man, I love Korean barbecue.
I wasn't even in town. Wasn't my girlfriend. Just a night out. Maria saw it and immediately started freaking out.
Because she's got again, she sees her investment with a potential threat there. Man, you never tried Korean barbecue? I've always wanted to try Korean barbecue. Aren't you in Florida? We'll go out one day. Baby mama. And it's fucking bizarre to me. Wow, what a psycho, dude. That pussy must have been fire. That must be some fire ass pussy. The crazier bitch, the more fire that pussy is. Boy, oh boy. This is like, my Lord. I wish the motherfucker would, bro. I wish a bitch would. It's fucking bizarre to me that you can flaunt your social life and this girl on social media, but there's literally nothing of your daughter. I hope she realizes how big of a loser you are. Wow. I tried to say anything. I tried not to say anything. Yeah, because you got a big dick in your mouth. That's why you can't say anything. I tried not to say anything, but I feel like you need to know how much terrible you look. Baby name will remember you were never here. Oh man, this bitch is retarded. You could have taken your daughter out for Valentine's Day. You're never here for her. Grow up soon, Brett. I won't hesitate to take her from you. Do better, be better. Like that. What a psychopath. I'm almost low-key aroused by her psychopathy. This is Jesus.
Texting that I should have taken the baby to dinner instead. Then she said, keep this up.
I'm not letting you make me feel like my daughter is not good enough for you anymore. What are you talking about? I'm sick of it. I don't give a shit about your money. Yeah, right, you fucking liar. We can and will survive without you. You can keep this up, Brett, and I will not let you see her anymore. Honestly, I wish you never came back into the picture. I'm so over it. Have a great rest of your trip. And then I like how she follows up with another text later.
And I won't let you see her anymore. I sent her $100 for a Valentine's dinner for her and the baby.
Yeah, right. That's for her and the other white dude.
Just trying to avoid another explosion. March 1st, I pay again. $750 in support, plus $31 extra for dance class. Again, not court ordered. Just trying to keep the peace. Then she posts birthday photos.
Second birthday party with our family and best friends. Thank you to everyone who showed up for our sweet girl. 113 like this. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's just crazy, bro.
Thanking our family and best friends for coming to celebrate. We don't share family or best friends. She just went out of her way to find my family and friends, message them, and inserted herself into every part of my life.
That's crazy. That's straight up crazy, bro. That's straight up crazy. That's straight up insane, bro. But yeah, like I'm telling you, these women, they will weave their way into your life if you're not vigilant and you have no game. This is the face of a gameless fool right here.
I paid for the birthday party, $364, so she didn't need extra money. However, the next day, she demands the child support payment 26 days early.
Shit, I missed it. Fuck. God damn it. I wanted to read that. All right, let me see if I can pull this up on TikTok because I want to read it real quick. Because I think on TikTok you can scroll and dude. Oh, I got it. Okay. Hold on. I got the screenshot. Here we go. Send that so I can run over there and pay this. Paid for it already. Please send that money when you can. Thank you. Next day. Why do I have to keep texting you about this? This is the shit that pisses me off. I try to get along with you and you do shit like this. Stop intentionally ignoring me or this co-parenting thing will never fucking work. Now I have to. Now, please send the money. I have asked you to send a million fucking times. Jesus fucking Christ. How dare you? How dare you take the Lord's name in vain, you godless Viet Cong woman?
When I say no.
Okay. Groceries, diapers. Here, let me make this big. Groceries, diapers, wipes. Why is this an issue? I'm asking you to send the money early because I needed it. Yeah, because when you send people money like this, there's no incentive for them to be financially responsible because they're they just look at you as like an endless source of money. So they just keep spending, no financial control, no discipline, nothing. What a dumbass. I'm asking you to send money early because I need it. Do you think I will ask you if I didn't need it? The move was kind of expensive. I simply asked for your help. Why is it complicated when you're going to Vegas to fuck off? I'm not stupid. The last time you went to Chicago going for business, not pleasure, you were posting pictures of your little girlfriend, probably paying for all her shit. See how territorial they get? But I ask you to help me with baby's name, and you can't even do that. I'm over it. You're so disrespectful. Responding when I reach out regarding blah, blah, it's your daughter. Now, please can you send the money? No. I hope you fucking die. Good luck seeing baby's name.
She tells me to die and says I'll never see the baby again. The next day, I sent her $156, not because I wanted to, or was ordered to by the courts, because I felt like I didn't even have a choice anymore. Then she posted even more birthday photos. This
dancing Mexican, continuing the manipulation. Yikes, bro.
This time at dinner with my family, like everything was normal. I guess because I paid her, she was happy. By this point, I was drained financially, emotionally, mentally. She controlled when I could see the baby, how much I paid, what I was allowed to post, and how I lived my life. And every time I pushed back, she would punish me for it. It didn't matter how much I gave, she always wanted more. And I didn't think it could get worse. But then I met Hadley. And for the first time since meeting Maria, I was in a real relationship. An actual one, and it was serious. Part 6 of Maria's Web of Lies will be up tomorrow.
Damn, it's coming up tomorrow. I jumped the gun. I did too early. So part 6 is coming tomorrow. This woman is cooked. This woman is mega cooked, bro. I love it. I love it. I love how the comments are on his side too. They're totally on his side. Oops, I'm going to pull up the comments real quick. Let me show you, boys. This is crazy, bro. He's probably getting so many opportunities to be on friggin' to be on podcasts and stuff too. We got to get him on Fresh and Fit, bro. Let's see. Erica Yasuda is just me loving that he organized and filed every single detail of it. That's because you're part Japanese. I just know in my bones she's watching this with a fake account. Look at all the women. I love how the women are here on his side. You found the real dad. This entire story is like a horrible, this entire story is like a horrible nightmare movie, a nightmare horror movie. Excuse me. You can hear the pain in your words. Ugh. Shh, my favorite show is on. I just now realize that your girlfriend is a beautiful soul that talks about end stage patient character, blah, blah, blah. Patiently with part 6. Really praying for that little girl. Hello, everyone. We gather here again. This is actually quite scary. She needs to be admitted to a psych ward. That baby needs a parent that is in their right mind. Well, she got to go to that other white dude. That binder is thick. Love the organization. This man means business. That's just fucking hilarious. Someone like this so I can come back. This is so sad. I can't imagine using my baby to hurt someone else. My heart goes out to you plus baby. Alice, you have the beginnings of a blockbuster Netflix show here. Baby Reindeer 2. I'm so sorry about this. Hope the little one is safe and well. Just crazy, dog. Crazy, 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 crazy. The receipt king. If he didn't have that paperwork, people wouldn't believe a word he said. That's facts. I was wondering how many people were watching this unknowingly in his situation. Maybe because I'm a father of a young daughter, but I can't help but feel sorry for the daughter in this. She deserves a better mother. Yeah, this woman's cooked, bro. She is mega, mega, mega cooked. Is US so backwards that you can't cancel the birth certificate if DNA shows it's not your child? I don't know, bro. That's crazy. Let's see. If a paternity test is taken and shows you're not the baby, you don't have to pay child support anymore. I mean, come on, guys. The United States got a lot of wrong, but darn right dumb to think that you would have to consider, consider it like a breach of contract. In this case, I wonder what legal options you have to pursue against her. I don't know. I invest my body, soul, and energy and sleep on this TV show. Wait, I'm confused. I thought you just wanted to be a sperm donor and wanted no part in the child's life. Now it sounds like you're trying to co-parent. I feel like you should have picked a lane. But yeah, if you're just a sperm donor, you shouldn't be paying child support. Never should have been a sperm donor this way at all. That's the big facts right there. I'm terrified of women. What a pussy. This is a woman. Don't be afraid of women. They got no hands, bro. Do you have a GoFundMe? I'm investing, would donate to support the production, the legal battle costs, and that's needed for the final episode of you getting your life and hopefully all your money back. He could clean up right now if he did a GoFundMe, because he just got so many eyes on the story. You know what I mean? That's mega crazy, bro. There's another version of there's another version of this on TikTok. I want to look at that real quick because he did another version, I think. But you know what it is? I guarantee you, because you got a white girlfriend, I guarantee you she's like, nah, we're gonna clinically get this bitch. And she was the one helping him organize the binder and everything. Because he looks like a kind of like a good old, podunk hillbilly white guy, kind of just I like Asian girl, you know what I mean? And here we are. Here we are. So let me see. I saw another version of it. And the thing is this, like, look, he's just living his good old white boy life. Look at him. Big old dumb white dummy. Just hillbillying it up on the boats in Mississippi, getting down with the white girls. All him and the boys, just having a good old time. This is like the whitest thing here ever. Beer funnels and shit. Oh, man. Oh, I want to be there with these guys. They probably shoot me because I'm a fucking little too brown for them. But it looks like a good old time. Man, that is just poor kid, bro. And thank God he had to he handled this early because, yeah, I mean, he's having white boy summer for sure. Man, oh man. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. This one's 4 minutes. Let's see this. This was in October. Let's take a look at this. So, how are we doing, chat? We're good? Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you have a comment, question, or concern, shoot me a super chat. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel and help me get out of the algorithm thing, there's a join button below. I made it really cheap for everybody. It's 99 cents is the cheapest one. There's a couple higher tiers too. If you want to support me, as you know, I'm trying to figure out the whole reach thing here on Instagram. I don't know if I'm shadow banned or being throttled, but one of the things that YouTube keeps on telling me is to get memberships. So my philosophy is if the channel is, generating revenue for YouTube, they'll push the video out to more people. Everybody got really good views yesterday, but I also did 6 hours of streaming yesterday. So appreciate you. Yeah, Billy's in the chat. He says, guys, support the algorithm, help boost the channel by becoming a member today. I'll shout you out when you sign up, and I appreciate everybody for being here and supporting the channel. Kyle 2020 says Viet Con artist. That's hilarious. Yeah, let's go. A foo. I don't know what that means. Are you having a stroke in your advanced age? What's going on here? White people love boats. I like going on a boat. I'm also half white, so there's that. But I'm also Florida man. Oh, a typo. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, let's just watch this other version. I want to see what this one is looking like. Let's see.
Story of me agreeing to get an older woman pregnant and then her trying to ruin my life. When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria.
Let me know if you guys can hear this. It's a little bit lower on the TikTok. Here we go.
We both knew it was nothing more than that, and we didn't speak after. Several months later, I received a text from her saying that she hadn't been lucky in love and she wanted a baby before it was too late. So she asked if I would get her pregnant and I wouldn't have to bear any responsibility, like a sperm donor. So I considered it, and I first thought no, but after some time to think about it, I thought it'd be the right thing to do for someone struggling. So we filled out an ironclad agreement, and basically I wouldn't be responsible at all. A while later, she told me she was ovulating, and then a few weeks after that, she told me she was pregnant, and it had worked. Went back to California for work, and we didn't speak after that.
Is it unbearably low sound? You can't hear anything? Is it unbearably low? Let me try to crank it up. I cranked it up. Let me know.
Unbeknownst to me, she contacted my family behind my back and invited them to the baby shower. They then began getting dinner or whatever regularly, and as she got to know my parents started encouraging me to be in the baby's life, and once I found out it was a little girl, I thought it was the right thing to do. I flew home to be there for the birth, and I got a tattoo of our daughter's middle name before she was born.
Oh, and I realize now there's a line through that tattoo that says love. Interesting. Well, that's a friggin' lifelong reminder.
After our daughter was born, Maria wanted us to be together and be a family. And when I said I didn't want to do that, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. My main source of income at the time was the Airbnb that I owned. And she said this a few months after she was born. I felt bad, so I let her move in for several months, rent-free. Once she moved out, she told me this: I've never done anything to warrant supervised visits, but I agreed to keep the peace. I would come home as often as I could to see our daughter, and things were usually okay when I was there.
Oh, that's the daughter's name? The daughter's name is Love? What a psychopath. Wow.
These are all from her Facebook. One Halloween, I didn't want to wear matching costumes with Maria, so she wouldn't let me see my daughter for a while. And when our daughter was being baptized, I drove a 14-hour round trip from Nashville to attend. And because I didn't want to see Maria the night before, she didn't allow me to come to the baptism at all. Soon after this, she served me with child support, saying that our original contract wasn't valid because our daughter didn't have a social security number yet. And I didn't fight her on it. I didn't have the time. I was living away. I ended up paying her $10,000 up front and $750 a month. I was able to move home soon after that, and I began seeing our daughter regularly. Everything was going really well until I got a girlfriend.
Look at those titties. I could see why he was swayed. But you can only be swayed by titties for so long, guys.
Even though she had a boyfriend who was regularly around our daughter.
The plot thickens. Great. Great. Is this must be the other guy. So this is the real baby daddy. He might be the one pulling the fucking the strings here. Why are there two kids? There's two kids here.
She said that my girlfriend couldn't be around our daughter. I was able to get our daughter for an afternoon, and Maria asked what I was.
Big facts. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude's pulling the strings behind this. But nah, she's pretty evil and sinister.
Doing. I told her that I was with my girlfriend and we were at Lowe's together. She freaked out. I said I'd bring her daughter back to her as soon as we were done, but instead Maria drove to Lowe's, apparently called my dad, and was running up and down the aisle screaming. I don't know what actually happened, but she was freaking out, just blowing up my phone, thinking she was in danger. And keep in mind, my girlfriend is a mom as well as a nurse. Our daughter was never in any danger. When I offered Maria and my girlfriend to get to know each other so they'd be comfortable, with my daughter being around, she immediately said no and called my girlfriend a word that rhymes with chore and refused to get to know her. Maria then made a public post saying that I was a deadbeat dad and that I hadn't seen our daughter in weeks. Here I am with our daughter just a few days prior to this post. I also left my best friend's bachelor party a day early so I could be home for Father's Day, and she still wouldn't allow me to see her. She even
Wow, this is juicy.
I got a offer, and we were at Lowe's together. I bring her to Lowe's, actually, as well as the starter was Maria and my daughter being around. She immediately said no and called my girlfriend a word that rhymes with chore and refused to get to know her. Maria then made a public post saying that I was a deadbeat dad and that I hadn't seen our daughter in weeks. Here I am with our daughter just a few days prior to this post. I also left.
All right, let's see what she says. Maria Nguyen. Something my heart will always hurt for baby's name. I wish I had the choice to remove someone from her life so she doesn't have to experience the immense amount of pain she'll feel one day when she realizes someone who is supposed to be so important in her life is absent most of the time. What a crazy psycho. One thing she'll never have to worry about is that I'll always love her. I'll always show up for her, and I'll never make her feel half love. And then I guess this is his brother or somebody. It says Richard Austin Fairley. Quit talking shit, man. Amanda says, talk shit. Are you commenting on the correct post? There's no shit talking. Looks like she's expressing some hard truths and concerns with her daughter. It's called parenting. You and your brother could both take notes. Amanda M. Skelton is a dumb bitch.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
That's freaking hilarious. He's defending someone who, I think, okay, she's talking about Brett now. He's defending someone who's shoveling hot dogs down his throat for Instagram likes, going on a world tour for the rest of the year. According to his most recent post, leaves his daughter with his parents and on his weekend so he can travel, and skip town this weekend to miss another Father's Day with his child. This is just this month. The list goes on and on. Don't come at me. Truth is coming out, and I'm not afraid to share it with the public anymore. Oh man. No, you must have showed up late, Phil. The baby is not his. And this is all her lying and manipulating everybody.
My best friend's bachelor party a day early so I could be home for Father's Day, and she still wouldn't allow me to see her. She even said this.
And then Sandra Coffey says, this is why you should date and marry someone you know who wants life with you, because children are going to live with these choices. Baby's name is precious. She didn't come to this world under normal circumstances. The guy had no clue what he was getting into. I truly wish you and blah, blah, blah a wonderful life, but choices have consequences. Praying for you to find the guy you're meant to have and the life that meant you happy. She already found him. She already found him. She replies, your response is sickening to me because I guess since you're his grandmother, of course, you'll respond with something like this. The fact that you could turn this around on me and not recognize that he decided he wanted to be the father. Wow. He had every chance to walk away. And honestly, I wish he would have, but he was there at the hospital. He chose to sign in the birth certificate. Yeah, right. You manipulated him to do that. So whatever happened prior to went out the window. You don't get to be a half-assed dad. Sorry. It's his family that enables his behavior. Now she's turning on the family too. Let's not forget that both him and his brother have abandoned their children for long periods of time. Something is seriously wrong with all you guys. I pray for all of you. And your grandson puts his thing in anything that walks because he's reckless or he doesn't know what he was getting himself into. So the next girl who gets pregnant by him, are you going to say, oh, well, your actions have consequences? When he decides to be absent from the child's life too, please do not come at me. I don't care to hurt any more of your feelings anymore. Okay, bye. Psycho.
To my grandmother. She had her friends comment mean things on my girlfriend's social media multiple times, even though my girlfriend has never been anything but nice to Maria. Because Maria tends to do this, I want to make sure that she doesn't twist the story and make it seem like I abandoned our daughter. I recently found out that our daughter isn't mine. I don't know who the dad is, but I've had 2 paternity tests done, and they both say this. I believed Maria when she told me that I was the only possible father. The situation was weird, but I was always happy to be a dad. I knew that Maria already knew she was pregnant.
Sent you the link of her Facebook page along with a picture of her, the kids, and the other guy. Lit. We're going to go right into that after. Thank you so much, Billy. You're the best. You're the man. I love you.
Get money! And she had to have when she asked me to get her pregnant. I didn't think that was something that someone would lie about to another human being. Not only to me, but my entire family as well. Everybody's distraught about this. Maria, I allowed you to paint me as the villain and you as the victim for years to keep peace, but I hope you know that the only victim here is your child. This is the
Son. She's cooked. I love it. I absolutely love it. Adjusted some audio there. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's see this guy. Let's take a look. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Billy, you are a detective. Good work. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. This I'm loading the Facebook page right now. So the guy is, when you see this guy too, you'll be like, oh, it makes sense now. Yeah. Oh boy. What a dummy, bro. What a dum-dum. She doesn't even have her shit on lockdown. So, okay, this is her Facebook page. Apparently that's the little baby. This is Maria. So there's that. That's a filter. She's not that pretty. She's got a filter on that face. Love this picture of you. Gorgeous, cuz. Oh, this must be the mystery guy. Because he posted that in November, and now this is in December. She posted this. Oh, there he is. Oh, look at another poor. Nah, dude. After seeing this guy, I don't know, bro. She looks like she's the one that's. She looks like she's the one that's pulling all the strings here. Jeez, this guy, bro.
Retard alert.
This guy looks like a victim. This guy looks like a victim. Where are you training kickboxing in Tokyo? What gym? Let me know. I've been to a couple of them. I like I think it's called, what is it called? Silver Wolf in Sangenjaya is good. Let me know. Damn, bro, this is crazy. Who is this guy? Should we let's see if we can fucking do this. Let's detective this motherfucker. Let me see if I can pimize this guy and find him. One segundo, gentlemen. As you know, I too am like Billy. I'm a master detective. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we find him. It's searching. Oh, no, nothing on the database. He might have a clean social media presence. Nothing on the PIMIs. What is this? No, that's not what I want to see. Oh, shit. She posted this after he posted that TikTok, because this TikTok here was posted on. Yeah, this TikTok he just posted, was posted on October 9th. And then she posted this here. Let's see. 2 weeks ago. Larry. What's up with this, Larry? She's getting so big and mean. I wonder where she get it from. Dude, these little things, man. These little things are tells. Gay Nguyen. My cutie babies. Yikes, bro. 11 weeks ago, cutie, Haley Fairley. Oh, she's a dancer, huh? It's a red flag. That's crazy. She didn't even lock down her fucking Facebook account. None of this. Wow. Let's do a little detective work, shall we? Maria Nguyen, Southern Mississippi University. I want to see her LinkedIn. See what kind of a loser she is. Uno segundo, por favor. There's a lot of Maria Nguyen's out there. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's dig. Boy, oh boy, what a psychopath. When you deal with crazy bitches like this too, it like just makes you so much happy in life when you have like a good woman. You're like, thank God, baby. Thank God you're not a fucking crazy bitch like this one. Let's go look into Pim Eyes with this one. Asians are hard for Pim Eyes to determine the real identity because, you know, they share a lot of similarities. Oh, God. Thank God I didn't put that up on fucking Jesus Christ. Thank God of just a bunch of porn just popped up. Oh, my God. That's disgusting. Holy shit. I could have just fucking nuked this whole goddamn stream. Thank God I didn't do that. That's wild, bro. That's mega wild. Son. Holy cow. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. Homeboy guy was single mom. I don't even know where that other kid came from. Who cares? The final boss of dual mating strategy. You're hilarious, dude. Huh. Oh, Target and Sugamo. Nice. Bruh. That's crazy, guys. Well, look, let's bring it around to third and let's talk about what we got going on here. All right. So, you know, and we are going to look at everything here now and kind of just, you know, see how this unfolds. But as you guys see, look, you have to understand that when this is why everybody's like, oh, you just need to look good and you just need to, like, you know, be rich, and then you can friggin' sorry, there's like a hair in my eye. Then you can just like get all the girls, bro. That's it. Just look smacked, bro. Just look smacked. Like, no. Game and frame, right? I wonder what Scott Galloway would say in this situation. Like, oh, you know, you're just like, you really just need to support her. And like, don't you realize like you're a weak beta male and blah, blah, blah. I don't even know, bro. That's crazy. But again, guys, you got to be smart, man, because I want to show you the levels of crazy there is out there. Now, this is not to like make you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so ruined. My life is over, right? Don't think like that. There are good women out there, but you know, this is an outlier. And the good thing, this is the best thing about social media, right? Females' treachery is being exposed at an astronomical rate, because back in the day when all you had was the TV, like all they would do is put out hit piece on men and be like, oh my God, men, because they know women are the target demographic and women will sit there and eat this shit, like eat popcorn to watch all the, like, you know, the Tinder swindlers of like the 1980s, 1990s, early 2000s kind of shit. But here we got a top tier fucking psychopath being exposed. And, you know, this is happening more than you'd like to admit. You know, so that being said, man, just be smart, boys. Be vigilant. Protect your seed. Protect your seed. Kyle, 2020. Sorry, I missed this. There's a reason every single country that let their women have their own money saw birth rate drop to almost nothing. I mean, yeah, it's not about like, you know, keeping women like economically disparaged, but it is a symptom of a greater problem. And I don't think it's just like just blaming women is the answer. You know what I mean? But that being said, you know, it's wild, bro. This is a wild story. We're gonna patch in. I don't know if I'll do a full episode. I'll probably, because part 6 is dropping. Like, this is like, I feel like this is like an Avengers movie. I'm like waiting for like the next one, you know? But bro, this woman is so astronomically cooked. I love it. I love seeing good men win, because you know, this poor old hillbilly, you know, this guy, what a dum-dum. But like I say, when you got your money coming in and you're you know, you got a lot going on, you got to be vigilant, man. You got to be vigilant, because oh, part 6 just dropped. Let's go. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much. Bro, we are so lucky. He just dropped part 6 right now. Let's fucking go. Oh, yes. All right, here we go. Let's go. Thank you, God. All right, let's go. I'm on the edge of my fucking seat, boys. I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. Let's rock and roll. Okay, it just dropped. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Instagram's tripping. I'll be waiting for apologies. W. Brett. Let's go. Leave some comments in there.
It's a little mastermind.
Those nurses who built giant platforms on TikTok for being such amazing, kind people, they were narcissists too. Specifically, Hadley.
Girlfriend, who was a nurse, tampered with the test result, and Nurse Hadley lost custody of all her children.
Okay, I want to take a moment to address the people saying I'm a clout chaser for addressing this again. This became an entirely different battle for me when they attacked Hadley. When I originally shared my story to clear my name, Maria, through her cousin, came online and spread horrible lies about Hadley.
Can't speak right now because of lawyers. He's being sued for defamation. I'll drop some receipts today on behalf of my cousin. So, okay, let's do a quick little deep dive here. And the Get Money is from the K-pop group Baby Monster. It's from their song Dancing in the Moonlight. Da, 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 da. What are you waiting for? It's from their debut album. I think it's from their song. Oh, it's from their song Baby Monster Forever. It's from Baby Monster Forever. Okay. Already, like, I see a woman dressed like this, excessive amounts of plastic surgery, lips, all that, and aiding this also evil woman. You got to look into it. So let's take a look here. Michelle Lee Vu. Let's take a look here real quick. Michelle Lee Vu. Let's see what this evil Jezebel's up to. Oh, she's a pleb. She only has 1,100 followers. Get out of here. You acting like a celebrity for her. Let's take a quick look here. Getting on live. Okay, let's see. What is this? Yeah, red flags all over. Red flags all over. What does this ghetto AI think she's doing here? Maria Tiff NG. Oh, wait, let's see. Let's see the counter. Let's see the counter smear. Thank you to all of our family and friends who have reached out with your supporting calls and text messages. I apologize for not being able to respond to each one of you directly. We love you guys. I cannot speak on this yet. Social media is powerful. People are vile. There are always two sides to every story. My daughter didn't deserve this kind of exposure. Bro, what the? This was on October 10th. So it's good to, and here's the thing. It's good for you to see this. God, I'm so glad this just dropped. Thank you, God. God, you really do love me. This is great for you to see because now you can study the psychology and the anatomy and the strategy of a psychopathic liar. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Let's see. Is there music?
When I was 23, I had a one-night stand with a girl from my hometown named Maria. We both knew it was nothing more than that.
Oh, wow. This is when they changed the dates. Wow. With the music and everything, huh? Wow. Unbelievable, bro. I'm asking you not to share my name or info because I don't want to lose my job or be in danger of these trolls. But I have further proof that she was absolutely not a one-night stand. This pic was April 25th, 2021. Brett's friends are fully aware of the truth. They all hung out together for months. How are you going to let this man paint a narrative on Maria? He looks pretty happy to me. His handwriting too. Brett claims he stepped up for his child. This proves my point that he never posted his kid until 2 days ago when he exploited his baby mama and daughter for money and views. I always wondered why Jim Rat didn't post any photos of his child on social media. When I heard he had a kid, there were very, I can't read that, signs of any. Very few signs of any. I had to dig. Kind of sad for someone that wanted to step up. He fooled strangers into thinking he was an active parent. Those pictures he posted of baby girl were the only times he saw her. He has always been a deadbeat. Yeah, right. You slurped that fucking thing like no other. This guy's built like a friggin' Chad. So no, you knew what you were doing. Please. I'm going to, in case this music gets me copyright, I'm going to get rid of it. Brett thinks asking to help with the child is harassment. April Reismans, right? Having no responsibility, just party, gym, bang any girl you can get your dick in, and your creepy roommate harassed the mother of. I can't read that. Hold on. Oops. Let me see. Fucking Christ. Must be nice not having to watch your daughter. Let's not forget how your brother harassed Maria. That's why I commented. He likes to throw rocks and hide his hands. She definitely don't speak English that well. Michelle Lee Vu on Instagram too. We're going to do a whole dive on these hoes. Michelle Lee Vu. And you guys got to learn how to do your detective work at home as well. Okay. Michelle Lee Vu. 18K followers. Let's see who this Jezebel is. She's got all the symptoms of a Jezebel. I love that people just naturally have morals, manners, common courtesy, common sense, consideration. Shut up, bitch. Maybe a girl will do revenge, but a woman will call you off. Move on. You are cooked, Jezebel. Snapchat. Okay, that's all I need to see. She's a hoe. Snapchat. Sorry. What is she? Mommy, former Miss Vietnam. You are not Miss Vietnam. Reality TV. Okay. Lip fillers, plastic surgery. You're going to hell. Look, bro. See this world-class sinner. You don't do that. Like normal, good women don't do this. Right here, boys. Streetwalker confirmed. What a loser. She's like flexing like she's rich. This is not even that baller. That's an old Louis Vuitton purse. That's not even like a newer model. Taking pictures outside of Dior because you can't go inside because you got no money, ho. Baby, look at this one. Baby trapping hoes. Jezebel. She just got, dude, because the post just dropped and she's getting cooked, bro. Trifling. Take your kidney, stop baby trapping dudes, and go make her own money. Trifling ass. You too will fall like the rest. Life of the Marty. This is woman's a red flag because if you look this good and you got no baby and you're like, you know, in your 30s, you're cooked. Oh, there she is with the Jezebel. Wow. Oh, there's the dude. There's the guy. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, there he is, Mr. Sucker. He looks like a dope, bro. This guy's cooked. These guys. Oh, there's she kissing Maria too. Oh, great. Great. That is freaking hilarious, dude. What a nerd. Look at that. All those fake titties, all those fake lips. No man want to fucking do anything with you. Look, okay. Like, do we really need further evidence, Your Honor? If she's on a boat, she probably used her throat. I just made that up right now. Chanel bag. Oh, geez. Ah, now it makes sense. She went from one money guy to another. This guy is totally leaning on her. What a victim. Oh, wow, 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 wow. 34. Jesus. That milk is sour. Oh, the milk is sour. Oh, poor kid. Go ahead, envy me. No. That is hilarious, bro. Yeah, this is like all the red flags in the world, bro. All of the red flag. Most hated. This is not mentally healthy people don't wear that. Yeah, you're going to hell. God, is that her kid? That is her kid. I don't see a ring on her. What a bum. What a bum. That's funny. All these hoes think they rich. You're not rich. Just look at this. What are you even doing? You realize your son will see this one day. That's crazy. That's super crazy, bro. That is just crazy. What are you even doing, lady? Unreal, bro. Unreal. She's probably getting blown up right now. Let's see if she makes this private. Probably not. They love that clout. Probably not. All right, let's go. Let's go back to her attempted smear. How's everybody doing? Wellness check in the chat. This make me mad, bro. Don't be mad. You're empowered. This is not going to happen to you. All they do is eat hot chip, charge their phone, baby trap, and lie. Facts. She barely smiles in her own photos. I mean, because she's rotten inside. What's there to smile about? Showing gifts on posts is desperate behavior. Look at me. Someone loves me. Big facts, bro. Big facts. Yeah, man. You look that hot without a man, you're probably unbearable. Big facts, bro. Big, mega facts. Okay. Let's see. What does this say? Women flexing money is like men doing makeup videos. It's not even her money, bro. Is this Maria, the mom? No, this is her cousin who's come to her aid. Right? So let's go. Let's go back. Okay. Thinks asking to help with the child is harassment. Bro. Birds of a feather flock together, my friends. Birds of a feather flock together. Al Moorstar. She probably won't go private because this clout is too good for her Arrows profile. What is Arrows? Is that like a sugar daddy site or something? I don't know what that is. Fill me in. Man, we've been going 2.5 hours. I feel like I've been going like 30 minutes. Is this valuable to you guys, or am I just like a ranting psychopath on the internet? Let me know in the chat. Let's not forget how you got your brother harass Maria. That's why I commented. He likes to, she don't even speak English well. Hadley, you claim you're not a mean girl, but what's going on here? A real woman in this situation, especially a Southern lady, manipulation, would handle herself with grace. Instead, you're empowering a lying narcissist and being passive aggressive. It's clear that your only focus is on numbers and views. Wow, she's projecting hard. This is on October, by the way. This is in October. Yep, it's valuable. Hoes typically do her together. I'm entertained, but I hang out with a 1-year-old all day. I guess, is that a dig at me? Don't hurt my feelings, Milagros. I value your opinion. I'm going to have to get on some SSRIs after that comment. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, here we go. How would you know the dates aren't adding up? You've only known Brett for 6 months, and since you've been in the picture, you have caused so much drama. Brett, tell the viewers why your parents don't like Hadley. This showed up on my For You page as the girlfriend and nurse. Yes, that's what happened. I said, please get a DNA test. These dates aren't adding up. We were still shocked at the results, though. Facts. She drove back to MS after she got her birth control taken out. They are trying to have a baby, but the dates aren't adding. I believe Hadley is the little mastermind in all of this. Wow, that's rich. Going back to Hadley coaching him, if you start watching his sunglasses at 43 seconds, it looks like she's sitting right there. I don't know. It's just weird to me. That's how perceptive women are, bro. So like when she says she didn't get your text, she fucking lied, bro. She got your text. For 3 years, Brett never asked for a paternity test because everyone knew they planned this pregnancy together. It was never a trap or a one-night stand. Here's the proof of the contract. I can sense jealousy at play here. I believe Nurse Hadley tampered with the at-home paternity test. What? I'll have to go back and see. Thanks for letting me know. They were deaf together because he moved into her place the first week of dating. It isn't the biggest detail, but it lends to the fact that she's coaching him while making the video. It's just weird. He was a bully in high school too. So I don't know why everyone's so quick to believe him. Let's see. I hope to hear Maria's side. Not me pausing you every damn thing. I wouldn't be bright outside. Wouldn't it be bright outside if the first pic was taken at 8:48 a.m.? I find it funny they're both wearing the exact same clothes and the exact same hair. And see, women are so perceptive. This look right here. That ain't even his baby 2 days ago. I love it. Hi, I wonder if Hadley swabbed her own girls doing this test. She didn't lose custody of her kids, though. She did send her son, 11 or 12, to live in Florida with his father. She wanted freedom to travel and party. She has a learning disorder and didn't want to take the time to help him. She leaves her girls all the time. They are the first ones at daycare and the last to be picked up. She's awful. I know this is a serious. This must be from her. I know this is a serious accusation, but my intuition is telling me not to trust the girl. Yeah, right. Your intuition is telling you to defend your rotten cousin. Just look how everything has unfolded. I thought nurses were meant to embody empathy and compassion. They're both super manipulative. Instead of encouraging Brett to handle this privately, especially when it involves a child, she motivated him to exploit the situation. You coached him and assisted him with the video. You've claimed you're not a mean girl and that you've never seen Brett lie. Yeah, you're condoning this behavior. He bullied my cousin and created a false narrative for money and views. No, that's what your cousin's doing. Projection, man. Their accusations are confessions. Their accusations are confessions. Okay, so there's that. Getting alive in 30, 40 minutes. Nobody cares. 1 hour on Instagram. I'm so sorry. This is 10. Okay. Newborn pic. Child's middle name is Love. Most insane story coming soon. He posted this on their close friends on September 12th. That was 4 weeks ago. Brett posted the video October 8th. It's a smile for me. Love, a new tattoo, marking out the name. Yeah, this has clearly been a part of a strategic plan driven by clout, money, and views. That's you, ho. I know him personally, and he's really the worst person. I didn't buy any of this BS for a second. I knew when he said, unbeknownst in the video, that he was very much coached the whole video. Wild, bro. Wild. That's crazy, dog. Let's see. Yup. Bro, women are so savage. It's hilarious, dog. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the comments now. Like, look at this girl. Ann Curls, HOE. Justine King, baby trapping hoes. Not even his baby. Maybe tell your Kim stop. It's all women coming at her, bro. Oh, this is a dude. Crazy. Trifling. Crazy, dude. Mega crazy. Win executive VIP suite. Nobody loves you, bro. It's over. Go inject your lip with more filler. All right, you guys ready? Let's go. We're gonna be scientifically breaking this down. She can't speak because the lawyer's on it. He's being sued for defamation. I'll drop some receipts on behalf of my cousin. You're saying he went to the internet, lied about paternity?
They said that she lost custody of her kid.
An at-home paternity test without a third party is completely unacceptable. Do you know his girlfriend is a nurse who lost custody of her kids? Something they tampered with the test. Yeah, he can be left at
She was a felon and that she tampered with the DNA test. None of those things are true, but so many people believed it. I watched the person I love cry while strangers made videos about her. They review bombed her book without even reading it, and despite all of that, she still stood by me. So yes, I came with a literal binder of receipts, and I'm going through it in order so they can't twist things again. Because it's one thing to hurt me, but it's a whole other thing when you're attacking the person that I love. Hadley and I met at the gym, and we went on our first date on March 20th, 2024.
Hadley, Brett, what you doing? It's Brett Fairley. I just finished eating. I was about to get into the shower. What are you up to? What area were you thinking for drinks? Man moves fast. Good for you.
About a month later, I brought Hadley to lunch with my mom. My mom told us about Maria texting her recently. Maria was saying that I was selfish.
Oh, so this is Brett is awful. He's a really selfish person. Blah, blah will not be coming over there. He can take me back to court. I want to grow up with him. Maria, that is between y'all. I hope she comes back over. We love her, obviously. From my perspective, the two of you may not get along perfect or have humming, but I do see that he has been helpful to you with all your weekend stuff because he wants to and loves her. If this is about money or anything like that, please leave me out of it. From what he has said, he has and will pay for blah, blah, blah. I can't read that. Something, it comes across as a threat.
Wasn't allowed to see the baby anymore, and that she didn't want the baby to grow up like me. Hadley said she can't do that. There's a court order. because Hadley knew the system. She'd already been through it herself. On June 8th, we spent the day with the baby, Hadley's kids, and some close friends. We played cornhole, we went to a birthday party, and even had dinner with friends that night. It was just a good day. But when Maria found out that the baby and I were at Hadley's house, she lost it. She texted my mom saying, I'll get to play.
She's with Brett right now. They're at Hadley's house. Hadley's? Okay, he needs to start answering me when I ask about my child, or he will not get her anymore. Does he plan on staying there? Please ask him to call me, or I'll come get my daughter. He does not get to play house with my daughter and not answer when I ask about my daughter. I didn't know you had tried to reach him. I will text him, but he may be playing with her and not looking at his phone. I don't know how long ago he texted him. He needs to blah, blah, blah. I don't care who he's with. I need to know. I want to know why my child is not home sleeping at 9 p.m. The reason why she's upset is because they know that women know that another woman can help a man see the truth, you know, because women are aware of other women's ability to be very perceptive.
House with their daughter. It's an interesting choice of words considering how the story ends. Maria demanded that I call her immediately.
I text him. He has not responded. He has not responded. I'm literally losing it. It's LO, not loosing. As a mother, you should understand manipulation. Where the hell is my child? Somebody blah, blah, blah before I call the police.
Or she's going to call the police. I had to leave the baby with Hadley and her friend to go to another room so I could calm Maria down. Soon after, I go on a bachelor trip that was planned months in advance. While I'm gone, Maria jumps on Facebook and has a full-blown meltdown. She says I'm absent from the baby's life and that I skipped town on Father's Day. I had just seen the baby a few days ago and already had a flight booked to be back on Father's Day. But reality doesn't stand a chance when Maria opened social media. Her post was public.
Something my heart will always hurt for blah. I wish I had the choice to remove someone from her life. She doesn't. Oh yeah, we read this before. She doesn't have the experience, the immense amount of pain she'll feel one day when she realizes someone who is supposed to be so important in her life is absent most of the time. One thing she'll never have to worry about is that I'll always love her, show up for her, make her feel love. Oh, great.
No matter how many times she claims it was only friends and family. This little globe icon says otherwise. There's no way it was only her 5,000 close friends and family. Hadley saw it, her family saw it, probably half the state saw it. She called me a deadbeat. She said that I put my dick in anything that walks and accused me of shoving hot dogs down my throat for Instagram likes, which honestly is pretty funny. But the real kicker, she ends it with, the truth is coming out and I'm not afraid to share it to the public anymore. She's all about freedom of speech until someone else starts talking.
Oh, wow. Then he got a restraining order.
Anyways, she doesn't answer my calls or texts on Father's Day. And so
please kiss her goodnight for me. Thanks. I get in town 3. Can I come get? If you have 10 minutes, we should talk.
I don't get to see the baby. I'm not even shocked at this point. On June 20th, we head to the Bahamas for Hadley's brother's wedding. My parents were supposed to keep the baby for the weekend, but at the last moment, Maria asked if she could keep the baby.
Okay. Can I keep this weekend? We have a birthday party Saturday for Sarah's daughter, and one Sunday they never miss baby's party. That's fine, but I want to talk about this situation, blah blah blah, on Monday.
Instead, I say sure, trying to keep the peace. Naturally, 2 seconds later, she's texting my mom.
How do you not see what I'm talking about? How does your son sleep at night? He skips down on the weekend. He should have had his daughter. He chose his girlfriend over his daughter. This is so sickening. And I don't understand how you defend him. I'm going back to court for full custody. Hope he signs the rights over. It is so sad it's come to this. I just hope you realize your son has never made blah, blah, blah priority. Now she's fighting back. He won't sign rights over. And I've said in my comment, it's not my job to defend or argue. What I also see is what you do not. From the beginning, you have blocked him, so he didn't step according to your expectations.
There's my girlfriend over my daughter, and now she's going back to court for full custody. My mom calls her out and says exactly what everybody else is thinking.
Damn, you know you're in trouble. You get a wall of text like this from mama. It's not my job to defend or argue anyone. What I also see is what you do not. From the beginning, you have blocked him anytime he didn't step according to your expectations. Period. Damn, she's pissed. From the time I came to get Max from your apartment in New Orleans, you were ignoring his call and not answering because you were not happy with something. He is not perfect. No, he's not. But you have micromanaged his every move. You have been out of town for weddings, you have been out of town for weddings, double weekends, plenty of matter of fact, you wanted me to keep blah, blah, blah last weekend before I was going out of town, which would have been a double weekend for you anyways. I've always liked you, Maria. You're a good mom, but you are being a hypocrite. I knew for a fact last week during that post that he had already made plans to come home Sunday and be with prior to all that. But what happened Sunday, blah, 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 his request, you talk about communication when it's convenient for you, but do not reciprocate. We all do, but you can't have it both ways. I know you have wished him dead multiple times. I never said anything because I tried.
You've micromanaged his every move. He's never bashed you publicly. And
I never said anything to you because I try to keep the peace. We have bent over backwards for all your occasions, and now you want to publicly slander our family name saying we enable him. We have always supported the parent-child relationship with Brett and blah, blah, blah. That generation is way different from mine. I had a babysitter one time for 4 hours. That's it. Not overnight ever. So really hard for us to understand all this. We are here for blah, blah, blah always, but he will never in a million years sign over his rights. Not ever. You and blasting him for everything is defamation. Did he do that to you when you were helping? Did he do that to you when he was helping you with all your Mardi Gras and extra occasions? Sure did not. You literally were happy when I finally commented on your post, even using the clapping hands emoji. I try to keep things above board. How dare you insinuate that he will impregnate someone else and abandon the baby? I hope you find peace. You should stop slinging anger and blaming. You should stop slinging anger and blame. We are here. Ball is in your court.
you wished him dead more than once. And she was right. So it's June, and according to the court order, I'm supposed to have the baby for the whole month. But as usual, Maria was picking and choosing what rules apply. June 25th, this is what her family loves to twist. The infamous Lowe's incident. Here's what actually happened. The night before on the phone, Maria told me that I could pick the baby up from school in the morning. So I did. We ran some errands, grabbed lunch, and then we went to Lowe's. While I'm there, I text her and ask if I can keep the baby overnight. She calls me immediately. Her response, not thanks, not sure. Is Hadley with you? I said yes, and instantly she flips. She says that she's coming to Lowe's right now. I was like, no, you're not going to make a scene in Lowe's. I'll just drop Hadley off, and then I'll bring her back to your house like we planned. I hang up, and then I reiterate what I said on the phone through text. I put away my phone while I'm driving. I check my phone when I park at Hadley's house. Apparently, Maria's...
I'm already out the interstate. It's okay. I don't mind coming to grab her from you. I'm about to get off the interstate. Can you bring her to front 5 minutes away? Why aren't you answering? I told you we had dinner plans at 5.
At Lowe's now. I had multiple missed calls from my dad. I call him back, and he tells me that Maria has called him. And apparently, she was running up and down the aisles at Lowe's, screaming that her daughter had been kidnapped. Oddly enough, her family doesn't deny this part.
This is from the Jezebel. Let me clarify. Hadley didn't lose custody of her kid. She gave her son to her ex-husband because he has a learning disability. I don't know about you all, but I could never give my child away. It's tough for me to sympathize with her because she's a hypocrite. She doesn't want false information spread, yet she condones Brett's behavior. Instead of reaching out to Maria about the at-home paternity test results, Brett took it to social media. Maria found out just like I did yesterday. Can you imagine checking your phone and seeing hundreds of messages and videos of you claiming he didn't know you and it was a one-night stand? He painted a narrative to make my cousin look crazy, malicious stalker. I'm here to defend my cousin because she didn't deserve any of this. If you knew what a deadbeat Brett truly is, he doesn't even pay child support. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. He doesn't even pay child support. When Maria met Brett, he didn't have a job. Yeah, because he was running a business. You can tell the viewers about the time you kidnapped your daughter from daycare without Maria's knowledge and didn't answer your phone for hours. Then you told her to meet you at Lowe's to get the kid, yet your crews are stalking you. Isn't it ironic how Hadley never posted you on her platform until you recently something about viewers? I don't know if this is something because of her skin or if it was just waiting until you had followers. But one thing is clear, they're not genuine and they're only for the money and views. She is projecting. She is projecting. Wow. Crazy.
They just said that I didn't answer the phone for hours. The drive from Lowe's to Hadley's house is 17 minutes. I called Maria back and she starts making threats. Hadley tells me to hang up and text her because I need this in writing.
Damn. Hadley smart. Said I could keep her until or after before, depending on what we were doing. Please stop calling my family and asking questions after you just publicly bashed them. I told you I was bringing her back home when we got off the phone over text. No, I told you I was on the way. You said you were here. This is exactly why I can't trust you. I'm here at Lowe's. Please bring blah, blah, blah to me now, or I promise I'll find Harley's address and get her myself, Brett. I could care less about your mom or your grandmother or your brother. Bring my daughter to me now. It is like we discussed. I'm going to bring her to.
That enrages Maria, but we'll get back to that soon. Regardless, I brought her back with no issue. On August 5th, Maria lets me see the baby again. A few days later, she comes inside Hadley's house.
Okay. But if she isn't doing anything to me, it would be nice for her to have it. Friday, Ryan and I can drop off yada yada at Hadley's so we can all meet. It doesn't have to be a long sit-down conversation. I would just like to know where my daughter is sleeping and that she's safe. That's all I ask. I have blah, blah, blah iPad, so the only thing you be for bed. You're welcome to call her iPad and me. When I get home tonight, I'll have her call you. Yes, you're welcome to have her for the day, anytime this week. Just let me know when you want to get her. But please catch up with your August child support when you can. I don't want any problems with us, and thank you for sending money.
She meets Hadley's kids. She goes into their bedroom. She even played dolls with one of her daughters for a minute. Then when she comes back to pick the baby up, all three of Hadley's kids are there, standing at the door, waiting by. And this is the same woman that went online and told people that Hadley lost custody of all of her kids. She knew that was a lie. She met the kids and stood in their home. That wasn't confusion. That was strategy. Maria knew that if she could convince people that Hadley was a terrible person, the attention would shift off of her and the truth wouldn't matter anymore. She wasn't trying to defend herself. She was just trying to take Hadley down because she was helping me. And they hated her for it. They knew she had a platform. They knew that people online love to cancel large creators. So they made her the target because that was easier than answering for what they had done. On August 10th, I did the first DNA test. That video and the fallout after will be next. But for now, people have said that Maria only shared stuff privately on her Facebook to family and friends. That's just not true. But even if those posts were private, they weren't. Explain this. Maria and her friends were in Hadley's comment section months before I made a video. They were harassing her and spreading lies, trying to bait her into saying something back. Hadley didn't respond. She just deleted it and moved on. Meanwhile, they're in her comments saying that I was behind on child support and that she moved me into her house after only knowing me for 3 months. For the record, none of that is true. But they weren't interested in the facts. They were interested in turning the internet against her before I ever said one word. And I sat there with DNA results in my hand, knowing everything they were saying was a lie. And that's when it really hit me. This wasn't just about controlling me anymore. This was about making sure no one ever believed me. And if they had to ruin Hadley to do that, they didn't care. On October 8th, I finally posted the truth. I shared the DNA results, I told my story, and I kept it factual. And immediately, Maria's cousin Michelle jumped in to Hadley's DMs. She said, "You're the problem."
Oh, wow. This is insane. Brett is not. This is the Jezebel. And this is Brett's new girlfriend, Hadley. This is insane. Brett is not the dad. I have never been mean to you, Maria, or anybody. I truly do not understand why you're doing this. None of us posted this. And posting my son, who is an AB student and old enough to comment, is a learning disorder. He doesn't have one. I've had my share of media training, so trust me, this is a new territory for me. For the past 3 years, Brett never brought up a paternity test until you got involved. And let's be real, there have been other women in and out of his life. It's clear you coached him what to say and how to present himself. He wouldn't be this confident without you in his ear. Did you directly speak to Maria before airing out on social media? I bet you this is Maria texting, because the 34-year-old Jezebel has like FOB level English. So this seems like more like Maria, not her.
Brett was never this confident until you were in his ear. He never questioned anything before you. And there it was. It was never about the DNA test. It was never about co-parenting. They were just angry because I was not easy to control anymore. And Hadley, he was never the villain. They just hated that someone finally gave me the strength to stand up for myself. And what really blows my mind is how many creators took their side. Even after Michelle publicly posted that she ever saw Hadley, it was on site. She wasn't even hiding it. She was threatening violence, admitting to lying, and openly trying to destroy her. And instead of calling that out, these creators amplified it. They didn't ask any questions. They didn't look at any of the facts. They just picked up the pitchfork and joined in. So if you're one of those people who helped them do it, you didn't just get it wrong. You helped abusers keep their power. I'll be waiting for an apology.
But his girlfriend is a little.
Oh man, they didn't. I was waiting. He said in the next video you're going to see about who the real baby was. I feel cheated. I feel cheated. Oh well. Wow. Wild, 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 wild. Don't put your dick in crazy, boys. Don't put your dick in crazy. I know it feels good. I've done it. But yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, Debo, he says, that's a cute dog. Is that a Maltese? Why would any man sign up for this? Don't have kids and get married. Nah, you don't, I would say don't have kids and get married with a crazy bitch. That's the truth right there. All this money for what, Facts? Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Well, I hope you learned something from me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking as usual. And if you're in Las Vegas, hit me up. We're going to be there next week. Hot Dude Life on Instagram is my username. And we will see you next time. Peace out.